Hi everyone, hello, welcome back, we're alive, we're kicking. How is everyone doing today? Metal Meows, thank you for the hearts. Open set hello first today. Chat was the lovely and breathtaking and amazing and handsome Smikes. Hi Smikes, who was first today. We had Amateur Archaeologist with a resub for 16 months. Amateur, how the heck are you doing today, Madame Tokdow? Laura Gale, hello. Yan, thank you for the look, Yan. Crystal, how are you doing today? Hello, welcome on in. Peekaboo, how are you doing, Peekaboo Draws? Claire Burr, hi, Claire. That was, in fact, Alona here, Claire. I was, last minute taking care of the little one. Thindall, hello. NMD, hello. Peekaboo Draws, hello. Pootrick. Love the name Pootrick. How you doing, Pootrick? Thindall, the ants are also in a disaster zone as well. Cobra, hello, Cobra, how you doing? NMD is Gwendolyn P here? Gwendolyn P is here. Hi, Gwendolyn P. Hi, Alex. Thank you for the stare. How you doing, Alex? Zedman, hello. How are you doing, you handsome devil? How you doing, looking cool, Zedman? Metal me out to those lovely emotes. Woosa in the house, chat.
I'll be busy. I'm just having fun. Woosa in the chat saying hi to everyone.
Let's see, scrolling down. Hugh, hello, Hugh. How are you doing today, Hugh? It's great to see you. Tactics, thank you for the resub. Tactics, 9 months. We're going to call the baby Balintix. Balintix is apparently the name. We're going to call it Tactics. I'm okay with this. That's right, Alex. How's the boyfriend doing, Alex? Any better? Any word? Anything okay? Joe Bogle, hello, Joe. How you doing? Hi, V. Oh my God, V. So y'all, I've had a week. I've had a week already so far. Sunday night, we're downstairs. We're downstairs hanging out. We watch a movie because we didn't watch one on Saturday because we were feeling sick. By the way, Claire, you can tell she was with me because she spat up on me, Claire. That's how you can tell that we have here. I am creative artist Sam. You gotta give me a moment, Sam. We can do the prediction first if you want. I like to keep y'all waiting for the channel points. But yes, in fact, the correct answer is with 19,000 channel points on the line that I did not get haircutted today. Now, that does not mean that I won't get haircutted tomorrow or the day after. But everyone knows you don't get haircutted on a Wednesday. No one gets haircutted on a Wednesday, folks. Congratulations to Music Girl and 9 others on guessing my hair. Hello, Music Girl, by the way. Hello. Back after about 7 months off Twitch. Welcome back, Joe. Welcome back. So yeah, Sunday night, everything was fine. We heard the sump pump going off. That's in the finished basement. There is a little section of a pump that pumps water out of the house outside. Right, and it's to keep the water from running in. You already did Thindall. She was here early at the beginning of the stream. And the pump failed overnight, and when we went downstairs Monday morning, it was about a foot of water logged into the carpet. Rogue Eternal, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. How you doing today, Rogue? Found out he had an infection in his knee, which caused the blood sugars to go rampant. Still getting anti-inflammatories, antibiotics, regular cocktail of meds. At least, Alex, there's a sign, right? Like, at least they know why it was, and it sounds like they have him under control. At least that's what I'm getting. Fingers crossed, Alex, that just like a day or two more, everything will be alright. Yeah, Tolkien Town. I went downstairs. So, Tolkien Town, Noodle stays downstairs in the evenings. Closed off because she and the other kittens don't get along, and so I opened the door and Noodle sprints out, and I'm like, what on earth is wrong, little one? And I go down and her entire area is also soaked. So poor little one was like in water down there as well, and it's a whole thing. So then we called the plumbers and they came out, and there was still like water just running in. They switched out the pump and started draining the water, but it took hours to drain the water. And then we got a wet vac and a carpet vacuum cleaner to suck up the water. And we were lugging. The best part, I told Smikes this, by the way, and Alex says my cat hurt himself somehow. Has a small abscess in his right cheek. Oof, I'm so sorry, Alex. Try to get a vet to have him look at. Alex, if there's anything we can do to make you smile a little extra today, please let me know. Because I'm sorry, Alex, that stinks. So in the morning, we were hauling buckets of water, and both Lena and I were nauseous and feeling sick. So in between hauling buckets of water up, we were throwing up in the bathroom. So we would switch off carrying buckets of water up. The other one would be throwing up in the restroom, and then we'd switch places while baby Alona was in her room. That was the whole thing, and then we were up most of the night vacuuming water from the carpet. And both days I was still working too, so there was that joy to it. And then we vacuumed more water yesterday, and now it's mostly dry for the carpet, but there is an odor now. And so we're having hopefully someone come out really soon to give us an estimate on how much it's gonna cost, like the cost, and luckily the insurance is gonna cover it for like X amount of dollars of damage they'll cover. But like, y'all, the doors downstairs don't close anymore because the wood sucked up the water, and now the doors don't close. It's a whole thing. So like right now I have the doors closed with tape, so that Noodle doesn't go into the crawl space. So NMD, the worst part was I was so stressed out that because Noodle likes to sneak into the unfinished part of the basement and walk around the area, and I was like, what if she falls into that hole that the pump is pumping the water out of now, and she like drowns or something? This was where my head was going, NMD. So another reason I didn't sleep the last other few nights. So like I figured out a way to close off the door so that she can't even get into that area, and that I can sleep, because she's back down there now for the evenings because it's dried out and she has her food and she's fine. But y'all, I just kept going down, like making sure it was a whole thing. It was a disaster zone, but everything all on that front is Gucci. We're then dealing with a different disaster today and yesterday, but that's a whole other component as well. Astronomy Show, hello, and Tarzan, hello. Welcome y'all in. How are y'all doing today? Good to see everybody. The lovely Astronomy Show in his house, guys. Go check out the Astronomy Show for live astronomy, astrophotography, all the astros coming on in. So yeah, that's been the fun component. Oh yeah, and Gwen, the ants. You will notice, Gwendolyn P, that the redemption is gone. Hi, Gothic Cat. Welcome in. Because, Gwendolyn P, they are actually behind me right now in a very small box. Because, Gwen, we had to drain that entire tank because there was... all of it needed to be moved. And so they're now in a box behind me with also... there's water in there, and they're on a little platform, and it is not ideal. I can look in at them and check on them. They're still managing in there. They're still going. Hi, High Tech. High Tech. We had the sump pump, High Tech. We had the sump pump in there. It just failed. And High Tech, there was a backup in there as well. The backup didn't fail, but the backup is smaller, and it wasn't able to keep up. If the backup failed too, it would have been even more of a disaster. So it's... yeah. And then Gwen, the other thing was, I'm not going to go into details because it's probably not appropriate for me to, but Lita's old workplace tried to nerf her last 2 months of health insurance. And so currently she's uninsured and is out of medication that she needs. And we're gonna... I cannot elaborate on it. But yeah, that's now a thing that we're dealing with. That was the last other 2 days. That, yes, it's not good. And she has very important health, like, appointments coming up. And one of the really bad ones was she had medicine from a special company that needed to be delivered, and it had been ordered, and they canceled it because the insurance is now gone, and it's like, we need it. And so yeah, it's horrifying, guys. You know what's not horrifying? High Tech Redneck Dev. High Tech Redneck Dev is an amazing 3D printer, kind of a MacGyver guru extraordinaire. Please go check out High Tech Redneck Dev. Go check out High Tech Redneck Dev. How you doing, High Tech? Good to see you. Open set, we'll get you next, my friend. And hi, Travel the World. Welcome on in, Travel the World. I was just recounting my horrifying day, Travel the World. Or past few days with a whole bunch of, like, nonsense happening. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine, Travel the World. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. I also didn't get haircutted. In part because, the disasters that I was dealing with. But you never know. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll get haircutted. I also, Travel the World, was just... Baby Alona popped up on stream a little earlier during the countdown. That's why I've got, like, spit up on my shirt. And, like, a bunch of random spit up all over everywhere. It makes me chuckle. That's how you know I'm a papa, because I walk around with, like, poop on my hands and stains all over my shirt. Orange Dino kind of looks like a Charmander. Oh, the one over there? He does. So, creative artist. Here you go. You can run across the screen for you. He doesn't quite roar like a Charmander, but I can see the resemblance. He also is not as much of a jerk as when Charmander became Charmeleon. Because he was a big poo-poo face at that point. He was a big poo-poo face. Chad, speaking of poo-poo face, it is Wacom Wednesday. And, our usual thing will be to go. We started working on this piece on Sunday, so we're going to go ahead and finish this. And then we have some special ones, maybe for Gwen, or we can put up a vote. Tarzan, those are called stream avatars. Those little guys are called stream avatars. Are you on mobile, Tarzan? Are you on mobile, or are you on your desktop, Tarzan? That's a very important next question, Tarzan. And then I will tell you. May the four. Oh, thank you, Usa. Listen. You're on mobile, Tarzan. So you can't change it on mobile, but if you're on desktop, what you can do when you switch over is you can actually change what little character you want, and then you could do commands like !jump or !bomb or !slots to do different things with your characters. So like if we on the website. You go here. On the About page. Always high-tech. Always. I love your face, high-tech. You scroll down, and there's a little panel here called Stream Avatars. This little purple one. And you can change your character. You can see... So I have, right now, a little dinosaur. And then you can change your character. You can click. You have, like, Sonic. There's a bunch of... we have a bunch of Pokemon characters you can be... You can be, I think, members like of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You can do Pikachu, Daisy, Samus, Fox from like Super Smash Brothers. More Pokemon. So there's a bunch of characters you can pick from, and then you can have them walk around at the bottom. So when you're here, you can have them walk around, and you could do commands like, so Tarzan, if you did !jump, your little character C will jump up, or if you do !bomb, your little character puts down a bomb, and it goes boom, and launches everyone. And then occasionally, Tarzan, there's like a little star that flies across the screen, and if you jump up and catch the star, you get extra points. So that's like some of the fun things that you can do with them. And it's always a good time. You can do slots and play like a slot game with them. You dance with them too. Oh, I think you can, Alex, can you toot with them? Play slots. There's a bunch of things that you can do with them. I think it's kind of fun, Tarzan. It's not too involved, so you can still like watch them and like have a nice time. A dance is also an avatar command, and it's also a stream command too. There's, I think, one that was like fart. I don't remember if we have that one enabled or not, but your little character would toot, and that was kind of funny. So, you know, we all do all the things. Oh, yeah, it does. It does. So all the way, Tarzan, you're all the way at the end. You're all the way at the end, and it did toot. Hi, the Martha Goes. Thank you for the lyrics. The Martha Goes. And so Tarzan, if you're a streamer, it's available in the Steam store, and it connects to Twitch, and you can pull it in as a source and have, you know, people be able to play. There's also, we can do a battle royale. So here you can do battle.
Don't you like me a little bit?
Hi, Big Gamey.
Ew, I don't even like you a little bit.
I heard you like me a little bit.
So there's a battle royale now. So Tarzan, now all the characters are going to fight each other, and last one standing gets 5,000 coins. So, like, now they're all fighting. You see there's a health bar on top. Now we're just going to see who wins, and that person gets all the points. Speaking of points, folks, if you're not checking out the lovely Big Gamey, please go check out Big Gamey. Big Gamey is a legendary game dev extraordinaire, making a video game called The Homeward Hound, formerly A Dog's Life, or I'm a Dog. Also, single best father on the planet, and one of my dear friendos. Go check out the lovely and amazing Bit Gamey, who, like I said, is a what?
My best friend.
Indeed. Drive to local park, taking photos of Minigamey. Of Minigamey? Or with Minigamey? That's the question, Big Gamey. Chat, you can see Alex Vixen is crushing it down at the Battle Royale. There is one other character left standing. Was too hot, he stayed in the car. Big Gamey. My poor little heart, Big Gamey. I just wanted Big Gamey for the lovely Minigamey to appreciate the papa-ness that is Big Gamey. Listen, if Minigamey is around, Big Gamey, could you please tell Minigamey to give you a big hug? I'd very appreciate it, Big Gamey. Chat, we're going to start up the prediction of how many arts we're going to finish. Thank you, Big Gamey. You know I'd love it when Minigamey... Well, actually, all the Minigamey clans gives you hugs, because it brings... Lobster Chung won the Battle Royale, chat. I thought it was going to be Alex Vixen. Okay. So y'all get to vote on how many arts we're going to finish tonight. As always... Gwendolyn P's favorite part. Finishing this one does count as one. So even though we didn't start on this one today, if we finish this one, even though a little over half is done, we'll still count that as one piece completed. So for y'all, you got 30 minutes to put in those votes, and then we'll see what happens at the end of the stream. Again, we're working on this piece today because the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie comes out. I believe Thursday night, Friday. Hi, Agamaga! Welcome on in, Agamaga! And, so we wanted just to go ahead and try to complete this one in celebration of the movie. And then, for those of you who don't know, we have a Discord movie night this week. On Sunday night, we're going to be watching the cinematic masterpiece, The Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser, Rich Wise, and Arnold Vosloo, and Odin Fair. And so we have Gwendolyn P. It's her favorite movie ever, and she wanted emotes of all the characters from The Mummy. And this is the one that we had done so far. So we finished Rick O'Connell Antonia. Rick O'Connell Antonia was finished... What day was that? Was that... I suppose that must have been Sunday. And Gwen wanted Antonias of the other characters too, like Ardette Bay, Rick O'Connell, indeed. Gwen, you know how to spell it, Gwen. Gwen wanted one of Rick O'Connell, Gwen wanted one of Evelyn, Gwen wanted one of the Mummy, and Gwen wanted one of Oded Fair as well. So, we will be doing those additional characters as well today, possibly, potentially. But listen, y'all, Gwen wants all these characters, but Gwen's love for the stream and the Antonias is just true love. She's true love, chat. She also, starting Sunday, we're going to be doing themed SciArt Sundays for every month. May is going to be Star Wars. And one of the first ones we're going to do is one requested by Gwendolyn P, which was, chat, a Jar Jar Antonia. A Jar Jar Antonia. Tarzan, Poke Catch is how to do Tarzan, Poke Catch. And Tarzan, if you might need... There we go. Now you're good. Now you're good. No, you're fine. You're fine. Tarzan, I just wanted to make sure, because it's not always intuitive, and so I just wanted to make sure that you are able to have a fun time, Tarzan. That's all I want.
SciAnts. We have experimental science. We're curious, not judgmental. Always good vibes. When science on screen. Time to learn life with SciAnts.
That, y'all, is the lovely and amazing Thug Shells, who sang the theme song. Remember, there is a Channel Point redemption where we can fight to bring the newest version of the music video live. And it's breathtaking, y'all. The newest version is unlike anything that you have ever seen. In the best of ways. In the best of ways, actually. Yes, so, no, not Darth Jar Jar. not Darth Jar Jar Thindal. Gwen specifically wanted the Jar Jar that in episode 1 Thindal, when Jar Jar put his hands up like this and went, that's what Gwen wanted. With his ears hanging down and he's in the outfit where he's on in Tatooine. That's what she wanted, Thindal. Now, Thindal, listen. Sith Lord Jar Jar, it's a classic Thindal, but that's not what she wanted. Okay? Thindal. She wanted this very particular kind of Jar Jar, and that's what we're going to do for Gwendolyn P. starting this weekend on Sunday. Sunday will be Science Art Sunday. We will do something for May the 4th tomorrow, which is Star Wars Day. It'll be a Star Wars science special that we'll be doing. Exactly, astronomy show, exactly. That's like that. Actually, y'all, if you didn't notice, there are I changed out 3 emotes that are now live for y'all to use and to have fun with. They are Star Wars themed. They are tier 1 emotes that you can now use. You have Darth Antonia, you have Obi-Wan Antonia, and you have Grogu Antonia. So you have 3 new emotes to play with. They're not additional emote slots, so I took out 3. But you now have 3 Star Wars ones to play with, if you wanted to. For the month of June, we will have Marvel characters that you'll have extra of. And then July will be DC. So enjoy them. They'll be around for this month. We'll also have a new seasonal emote coming in June as well. Yeah, that's what we're feeling on that. So enjoy those, folks. Enjoy the new emotes. I hope y'all like them. Yeah, so we're gonna finish out the Star-Lord Antonia today, and then we might move on to the Mummy or whatever Gwen tells us that she really would like to have done. Gwen might want the rice plant. Was the emote switch? Yes. So Smikes, the emotes that got switched were the egg, larva, and the brood. Gwen said that she wasn't really using them anywhere, which is fair. No one was really using them. That she had this insight into it. Guys, go check out our friend Open Set as well. Music and microscopy. And so Smikes, I just decided to listen to Gwen and just take it out, and then she didn't tell me which Star Wars character she wanted. She said she wanted Captain Kirk and Spock. That isn't something I could do. I could do that for the Discord, but I couldn't do that for Star Wars month. So, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll do some more Star Trek characters as well, Gwen. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, Gwen. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna bring so much joy to your heart. I hope, maybe, potentially. Yeah, chat. And NMD knows. NMD's like, Blunt, we just do this all the time. Be like, yes, NMD, we do. But you know what? We make Gwen smile in the process, and that's really all that counts. Bubbles! It's Bubbles! How you doing? It's Bubbles. Chat, we're gonna get a Pants Man chat over the lovely Bubbles, who is an amazing gamer extraordinaire. Bubbles, how are you doing? Bubbles, my basement lives. Barely. After the flood. No power here. Improve right now. Can you give us back the Kevin throwing the egg? Gwen, that's not up to me, Gwen. That is actually beyond. That is out of my control, Gwen. Gwen, I'm just a streamer. Gwen, the people who have that power are the mods. No one else, Gwen. I tried, Gwen, modifying those. I actually can't do it anymore. I was locked out. It's crazy, Gwen. I have no power on that front. I can add new things, but as soon as I need to switch stuff out, I can't do anything. It's crazy, Gwen. But Gwen, if you ask Smikes, I'm sure he'll facilitate some more of those. Although, Gwen, here's what I'll make it up to you. Gwen, listen. Sunday, I have something planned. Thank you for the heat, Alex. I have planned for you something special on Sunday, Gwen. I have a Star Wars piece that we're going to work on. Not just the Jar Jar for you, but it's a very special Star Wars piece that we're going to put together. And I hope that you like it, Gwen. It'll involve Antonia and Kevin.
Where's my drink?
What
And hopefully it brings you joy. Medibs!
It is forsaken and forgiven, NMD. You can be instead of our destroyer, our hero, NMD. Please help us as we conquer the universe.
Y'all, I am so sorry. We were supposed to have Tardigrade Tuesday yesterday as a makeup for the missed stream on Monday, which again, sorry about the missed stream on Monday due to the flood. But we are having a makeup microscopy stream on Saturday. So on Saturday, we'll have a special microscopy stream. Trying to get back to that work rhythm tomorrow after Quiet Kaiser in 2 days. No, yay. No yay, Thindal. Thindal, get some good sleep, my friend. I hope you feel better, and please, no yay on you being sick. That's like 0% yay. In fact, Thindal, if I see another yay off that, I'm gonna say a straight no. Hi, Amberzine. Makeup Lolita? No, Thindal. Gwen, we will having microscopy on Saturday. Med, our basement flooded. Our finished basement flooded. Monday morning, I went down, like, all weekend it had been storming and raining. And it's a finished basement with a carpet.
The spell is broken, and we live again.
Goodbye, Thindal. Oh, making it up. Sorry, Gwen, should I not? Gwen, should I not? Gwen, should I not do? Should I not do? But Med, unplanned indoor pool, went down there and there was, like a foot of water in the carpet. The sump pump failed. It just died. And so instead of pumping water out, nothing was working and it was just all up in there. And so we're making her to wear the clothes and be from the movie Guardians of the Galaxy. And that is what we're working on today. So that's the character Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. We've done a couple of other Marvel characters. There's all the Marvel ones. There's Iron Man and Black Panther and Wolverine and Thor and Ant-Man and Doctor Strange and all these. And so we're doing a bunch of other ones as well. Almost, yeah, I know, Star-Lord or Astronomy almost nerfable, but I just can't be nerfing. You know, because Firefly is too sweet to nerf for now. Hi, RPG. I'm not a Marvel character. RPG Vandal, how you doing? RPG Vandal, how you doing? Welcome on in. And Princess Sparkletude, how are you doing today, Princess Sparkletude? Welcome on in. So yeah, and then we were talking too about so Firefly, there's a lot missing. There is a lot missing. Firefly, this month in May on Sundays is Science Art Sunday. We're going to do Star Wars characters on Science Art Sunday every Sunday in May. So I'll show you. These are the Star Wars characters we have so far. So every Sunday, we're going to do more Star Wars characters in May. In June, we're going to do more Marvel characters. And then in July, we're going to do DC characters like Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman and all those characters. So it'll be something different each month. So maybe we'll get Shang-Chi in there at that point, Firefly. I need to do more, I know. We were also, like, we have Kang and some of these other sketches ready to go as well. But, you know, just time, Firefly. Pulled something in my groin yesterday, so I'm moving him slow down. RPG, do we need to do something, RPG fan? RPG, I feel like this is a challenge for us to step in. I'm not a medical professional, RPG. I'm a doctor, but I'm a science doctor, not a real doctor. And there's only so much that I can do, RPG Fandle. There's only so much I can do. And I suppose it's not really enough, RPG. For those who are subscribed as well. You can do things like special gifts that attack me now. 1:30 a.m. Get some good sleep, Firefly. Thank you for the raid. Firefly, have a great evening. Sleep well, and again, thank you for sharing your community with us. I call Codswallop. Volcano Doc, what is their number? You are a real doctor. You are gotta be better than a medical doctor to do stuff you. Volcano Doc, my father does not suggest that. Volcano Doc, Chad, if you're not checking out the lovely and amazing Volcano Doc, though, she is a real professor of volcanology. The legendary, breathtaking Volcano Doc. Please go follow Volcano Doc. What is this, Alex? Oh, all right, Alex.
She's lost her mind!
But you gotta help her.
Dang it, Jim, I'm an astronomer, not a doctor. I mean, I am a doctor, but I'm not that kind of doctor. I have a doctorate. It's not the same thing. You can't help people with a doctorate. You just sit there and you're useless.
That's fair. That is very fair. Chat, I will be right back. Lita asked me to run on over to her for a sec. And I'm not sure. She usually never asks me during a stream, so I'm going to make sure that everything's okay. I will be right back, folks. Try to behave a little. Hey, y'all. There was a lot of poop. There was a lot of poop. The poop has been collected, and the bed has been changed, and we're fine. There was just a massive explosion of poo that we had to take care. I am so sorry, y'all. Did I give a good to who's then? To who? Which one? Which one? NMD to both. I tried. Lita had to go to the restroom and clean herself while I was also cleaning the little one. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Beyond, there was just a lot of poo everywhere. No. Smikes, I appreciate the text. I did see it pop up on my... I would have texted you back. But it was only on my watch that I saw it, and so I couldn't actually text you back. I apologize for that, sir. I apologize. Hi, Dacum. Welcome back. You've missed... Thank you, Dacum. I just... I threw everyone into a panic, Dacum, because I disappeared for a little while. Yes, she's a... Alex, she is like a TARDIS. She is like a TARDIS. So, Zen, it is a... It is a Fitbit watch. And so it can't let me text back, but it can give me the messages. So it's like, yeah, that's the one. There was a lot of poop, yes. So Med, I did see Smikes' comment. I'm gonna double check on them one more time, to make sure that everything's Gucci and clean. Because I did see Smikes' I'm like, I better let everyone know, because I have no perception of how long we're actually gone. It looks like 10 minutes or something like that. Yeah, so Zen, it tells me when I need to get up and move, and it's also much cheaper than an Apple Watch, and so that's why I have it. It also has like the GPS, so if I do like a hike or something, it can let me know like distance and like where I've gone, which is helpful to me for like workout and fitness stuff. It was a whole thing. I don't want to get distracted. Yes, that's the thing too, NMD. You can look down at the watch and you can see it really quickly at the preview, and it's like, is it an emergency or not? And then you can move on. Let me just double check on them one more time. And then we will continue, okay? I am so sorry, y'all, about the interruption. I just want to make sure again that everyone's settled and we're good to go. I just need to invent a Fitbit that cleans poo. Listen, RPG. Did you know that you should not get a Roomba if you have poo on the surfaces, because it'll just drag the poo? It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, RPG. Are scientific doctors part-taxing? What does that mean, Med Dibs? Ant bit. Listen, Hugh, we do need the ant bit. Don't have a Roomba if you have exactly Zen. Although I would love a Roomba, but I'm told not to get one. It's a whole thing. Guys, I'll be right back. Yes, baby poop. Yeah, thank you, Smikes. I'll be right back, folks. And then we'll continue the science art, okay? Don't go anywhere, folks. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. All right. There was a second batch of cleanup. that we missed, and we've done now the second batch of cleanup. It turned out it actually like seeped through the initial sheet, and when we put her back on the sheet, it popped up again. And so both sheets are yeah, but now we're fine. So NMD, here's the thing. I don't know what she ate because she eats the same thing every day, and her her poop changes colors every day. RPG, sleep well. Question is, are scientific doctors practicing as medical doctors are practicing? I've never heard med dibs of scientific doctors say that they're practicing. I've only heard that they're in the field, but nothing about actual practicing on that front. One good thing, it doesn't smell that bad. Oh, Zen. No. Zen's house. Zen. Zen, my lovely and handsome friend. First of all, how are you doing, Zen? Second of all, my friend, baby poop smells. Guys, again, I apologize about the delay, and thank y'all for waiting on me. We are all set with the poos for the moment, at least. I cannot smell. Oh, okay. So that is fair, Zen. That is fair. Scientific, no, Med, listen. They are also constantly learning, and that's an important delineation to do. Like, where you're a scientist, you're always learning, and you never know everything. And if you meet a scientist that says they know everything, something's off. Because there's even the experts in their fields won't know everything. Because there's always going to be the next puzzle to solve and the next new thing to learn about and the next experiment that, highlights toys. Alex, is that the world that you built that bridge in? I remember very explicitly the bridge that you built. I don't know why Alex that sticks out. Hi, Becca. Here only as a viewer? What do you mean, Becca? Same world? Nice, Alex. That's really cool. Play a video game called Creativeverse. You can, Med. We probably won't look at it, but you can feel free to post it. Or you can, Med. What I would also suggest is to throw it into the Discord. That way more people can check it out. Gotcha, Becca. You got it, Becca. You got it. Thank you for the heads up. I want to be respectful of you, Becca, and you know how it gets. I tend to get really loosey-goosey when people come in here. Excited, perhaps, the better term. Excited. It's like when the pectorals of Towards Night come in. We know what to do, folks, when the pectorals of Towards Night come in. Chop, I know. I'm sorry, Gwen. I was the dealing with the poop. Gwen may have put me behind, but Gwen, I think we might do one. Towards Night, listen. How are your pectorals, my friend? Professor Knight, did you stream today? Yes, you did stream today, right? You did stream today. I am so confused on my days, given like all the madness that has happened, that I just don't even remember anymore. It still feels like more of a Monday than anything else, and I know it's not. I know it's not a Monday, Towards, but no, I'm not. I'm getting ready to go. Okay, gotcha. Okay, Towards. Sorry, Towards, usually you're going live. You've been going live like during the day, like while I'm working, and so Towards, the way I know that he goes live is because it posts in the Discord, but also I'm usually sitting right here, and I always take a look and I see him, and he's like, okay, that's Professor Knight right there, like the little icon that pops up, and then we're all kinds of Gucci. And I was like, I couldn't remember Towards if I'd seen it today or if I had not yet seen it. That's how I get everything together. It's my Monday. Ugh, I am so sorry. Seen Towards Night, I want ice cream. Bit Gaming, what kind of ice cream is your favorite? Because, chat, again, if you don't know, Towards Night makes ice cream with his pectoral muscles. It's quite beautiful. Discord is 10 minutes. I was like, awesome. And Med, remember, there is a rules section. Make sure to click that ferret emoji in the rules section. And that will grant you access as well. Rum and Raisin. Listen, Bit Gamey, I have a question for you, Bit Gamey. Tactics, I love your face. Bit, I've had the regular rum, and then I've had rum and raisin. And for Bit, I know this might be silly, but I really prefer either like without the raisin. To me, it doesn't add anything. It actually makes it a little bit less. It doesn't make it as tasty, I guess. And I used to hate raisins, Bit Gaming. I know I shouldn't, but I used to really not like them. As I've gotten older, I don't at all mind them anymore. I still won't necessarily pop them in as a snack. But there's some Hungarian pastries that my mom would have to make without the raisin because I just like could not eat it. And now, now I'll eat it. I like the texture. God, you Big Gaming. In this economy, where does Torrance come up with all the ingredients for his ice cream? Listen, Smikes. He's got it. He's actually got it. He does raise cows. Professor Knight also has a little garden in his backyard. And he grows his little mint leaves back there and vanilla beans. And remember, Smikes, we learned yesterday on stream that the colostrum that comes out of the beaver, a beaver actually smells like vanilla, and it's utilized in vanilla extracts. And so he also raises beavers on his property along with the cows. The salt, he actually doesn't use salt, Smikes, from like mines. He uses sea salt. We talked about how he's the most handsome man in New Jersey. He actually goes to the coast and collects sea salt by collecting seawater and then evaporating off the water so that you just have the sea salt left behind. It gives it a nice little extra kick of flavor. It's really thoughtfully done, actually, the ice cream. So yeah, Professor Knight, folks. All the things. I look towards, it's because I read your website. Does he do this with his pectorals as well, the salt gathering? No, that is with his calves, NMD. So with the calves, listen, you have to make a certain amount of heat generate to evaporate off the water and leave behind the salt. And so what he does is he flexes his calves when they're underwater, and it goes so quickly that it causes there to be heat, and then that evaporates off the water. It's remarkable, NMD. So evaporate the salt by reflecting the sun from his pectoral muscles. So that is an alternative way of doing it. Thank you, Dacum Tactics. He uses olive oil that he puts on the pectorals, and that glistens, and the sun beams off the olive oil covered pectorals, and then it can start like boiling off the seawater as well. It just depends on his mood and what kind of ice cream he's making. It's like, if it's a sorbet, then it's with that, but if it's a milk-based one, then you have to do the calves. It's quite wild. Gross vanilla is supposed to be super rare and difficult to get. No, so Gwen, we talked about that news article, actually, Gwen. Hold on, let me pull up the news article, Gwendolyn P, because this is an opportunity for us to learn a little science. Boop, boop. So right here, Gwendolyn P, right here. Hi, Argene. Did I get it? Did I get it? Maybe I got it. Let's see. Let me zoom out. You can see the title. Beaver butts emit goo used for vanilla flavoring. Yes, I said it right, Argene. Excellent. It's very tactics. Listen, as soon as you come to the U.S. and you can have some of Towards Night ice cream, you're gonna be sold. So Gwen, Professor Knight, while it's hard to grow vanilla beans where he is located due to the climate, he can raise beavers on his farm, and so he uses the beaver butt goo for vanilla flavoring. This is an actual scientific article, chat. Here it is for y'all if y'all are interested in learning and reading about beaver butt goo, folks. Yeah, it is indeed a thing. It is indeed a thing, chat, and we're here for it. We're here for it. Yes. So Gwen, even though it is difficult, it's hard. You say beans off or beams off? beams, like like that. Smikes, is that fine, Smikes? Is that fine, Smikes? Smikes! Not beans, Smikes. There's no beans at all. Like light beams, exactly, like the pew-pews. Like the pew-pews, exactly. And Andrew, folks, if you don't follow Andrew CZ, please go give Andrew CZ a follow as well. He just made a hilarious joke that he makes more of those on his stream. He also is a workout streamer extraordinaire, built like a Greco-Roman god, extremely handsome, extremely kind, and technological wizard. Go follow Andrew CZ, who just made me internally, inappropriately chuckle. Andrew, thank you for everything you do as a moderator and as a friend. I love your face, Andrew CZ. And right now, Andrew's putting up his hands and like, my God, how dare he say that? It's fine, it's fine. Bean, I've missed you, Bean. Bean, when are you coming back, Bean? There we go, thank you. Andrew is lovely. That's very true. Bean, when are you coming back? I miss you. When is the return, Celestial Bean Art? I'm like, I keep checking and making sure that my alerts aren't broken for you going live, because I'm like, it's been a couple of days without Bean, and I'm like, where's Bean? Tomorrow. Okay, cool. I saw that you were streaming in your Discord, Bean, but I wasn't sure if that was something that we're allowed into, like us mortals, so I chose not to join, because I was like, well, I don't want to make her uncomfortable by having a scrub in her Discord, like hanging out in her stream chat. So I just didn't go in, but I figured I'd at least ask you about it, and you know, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Big Gamey, you're right. You are not a mere mortal, Big Gamey. You, sir, listen, chat. That Big Gamey is one of the most incredible humans I've ever met. The fact, like, his fatherdom is so incredible that we should all bow down before. We should all bow down before Big Gaming. So thank you, Dacum.
Science, no, you're the cutest, to know that you deserve it, Juno. You a star over here. I'll reverse the card like Uno.
If it's hanging out in chat, it's open to anyone who wants to say hi. My internet hasn't been stable enough to stream with lately. But Bean, I noticed there were like a bunch of cool people in there, and I assumed that I could not actually go in there. Like I see like Riley's is in there and a bunch of other friendos. I'm like, if even Gracie Cat's in there, I'm like, I'm not cool enough to be in a room with Gracie Cat, and so I don't want to disappoint you.
Hey, Berlin, it's time to say something nice about yourself.
Look, before tonight, whoever hit that comment, I am blessed to have Celestial Beanar be my friend. Crooms, indeed. Crooms. A lot of essential oil that I use incredible stuff. For what do you use it for, man? No, I like crooms. I love crooms. Okay, Andrew, here's the thing. Crooms is now going to be a French Kevin that is committing crime. And he's stealing, wait for it, Andrew, creme brulee he's stealing. Yes, Frevin. Oh, Frevin, get away from me, Frevin. Butspot, no. The first time I've seen something like that. What is Ugga? The text? I hope you like it, Ugga. I put it in there to troll the mods, because the mods like to trigger this sound that reminds me to like practice what I preach and to be kind to myself, and then this way I'm like, oh yeah, I really love you, chat, and then I can like deflect, right? It's an easy way to deflect. I love you, chat. No, I love you, Celestial Bean. It's fine. It's possible, maybe. ACSS2 is May. Wait, no, I misread that. ACSS2 Zen is a gene involved in histone formation and demethylation and aging and learning and memory. Zen, what are you referring to of ASC2? What is that? Assassin? No, it's not Assassin. What is that? Kevin was supposed to go to Paris and Home Alone. So I see. Wait, was he really? Was that where he went? The Techstar, is that what it's called? Oh, okay. ASCII is ASCII, okay. A person or thing without a shadow. Huh. Zen, listen, as your theme song suggests, you're amazing and you saved the world from an asteroid, but you got me a little bit lost there, my friend. Until I got left home alone. I didn't realize he was going to France, Big Game. I don't remember. I have not seen the movie in a long time. Beyond me collecting the audio clip to make the Kevin sound. That was the most that we've done for that. Mostly in skincare, anti-age, pain relief, and anti-inflammatory. Gotcha. Smikes, why are we markering? Smikes made markers. I'm not sure why Smikes. Now I'm curious. Curious and spurious, even. American Standard Code for Information Exchange. Oh, okay. Well, it explains that you know, Hungarian, so it's confusing. It's confusing. I just see either a gene or also it is a that is a chemical compound that's been used or demonstrated to lower free radicals. So it's like an antioxidant extract. That's what I was envisioning. This is again why I say that I really don't like acronyms, and then sometimes Smikes catches me using acronyms anyway. I'm like, oh yes, the SEM, and Smikes like, what we say about acronyms? It's fair. What's HTML? That is a dot file extension, Andrew. Something text, something letter. Hot text, mayo letter. Antioxidant extract was my nickname at school. Really, Big Gamey. Somehow I don't know that's correct, Big Gamey. Somehow I question that, Big Gamey. Hi, Lady Laura Croft. How you doing, Lady Laura Croft? Welcome on in, madame. Hypertext markup language. See, no. A coding thing. There we go. Coding thing. Andrew, I had no idea, as you can imagine. Do I use files with HTML in the name? Yes. Do I know what they are? Apparently not. Lady Lara Croft, I hope you're doing well tonight, madame. We are, lady, continuing the Star-Lord, and then Gwen had a specific request that we need to get to. Lady Lara Croft, it's very, very important that we get it done tonight. YAML is a fun acronym. You animal Mallory laughs. Is that what that means, Big Gaming? Lady Lara Croft, I had to take like a long BRB because we had a poop explosion. But beyond that, she's doing great. Again, she just had a little bit of an upset tummy, I suppose. I mean, not really upset because like she did get her poops out, but the acronyms usually make sense. Oh, yet another markup language. I gotcha. Oh, okay. P. Demaz and Prindle. Prindle. Oh, I know the Prindle. The Prindle, folks, that Quoth the Raven's saying is if you look down, like the car where you move the little, I don't know the words, but like from park to drive and whatnot, that is called the Prindle. Am I right, Quoth the Raven? That is called the Prindle? PEM does? I have no idea what PEM does is, though. Using them as anti-inflammatory time, winter oil green on my knee. Gotcha. JavaScript object notation. That I only know. That I only know because of Jern. It's the only reason I know that is because of Jern. But yeah, I know the Prindle Quoth, but I don't know the one you're throwing at me. You know how I know the Prindle? Is Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Worst when it happens in public, I never left the house without at least 2 changes of clothes for me. Ugga, you're not wrong. We thought we were a little bit ridiculous when we would have it in the diaper bag, but I'm very glad that we carry them around. Peebcac. So that means, let me guess, Pickles exiting Burger King air conditioner. So it is a one-off use of when pickles are exploding out of the Burger King air conditioner. That's a crazy one. Better out than in? Yeah. I mean, Lady Lara Croft, we've dealt with a constipated baby not too long ago. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. The problem exists between keyboard and chair. Which one, Dacum, is your favorite acronym? The parentheses one? Or the Prindle? Guys, catch a giant fish. You can catch a giant fish right now. There might be a giant fish. There may potentially be a giant fish that pops up. It's clear I know none of these acronyms. I know the Pringles law, too, once you pop, you can't stop. That is true. That is very true. The PEBCAC? Gotcha. Listen, Dacum. I have been doing a very, very bad job of learning about more and more of these acronyms, Dacum. It's terrible. It's terrible, Dacum. I'm so sorry. Pedmas, we learned it as please excuse my Aunt Sally. There is one Quoth that's about how you do kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. That's something I forget what exactly it is. Like Prince Philip did something to I forget, but that's what you have to memorize those like the divisions of life. But I do not remember what that one like is. Park reverse, neutral drive, and low. What a classic scene. I don't actually know what that one is, Quoth. Lynn knows these BTC, MUE, and FTC. So that's British Transfer Crate, Manchester United Exhibit, and Fulham the car. Yes. King Philip something came over. Gotcha. Okay. BTU, is that like but the undercarriage? What about the undercarriage, Smikes? Sweet Life, how he says it to London. This is Gwen, please define what those ones that you said. British thermal unit? Why? What is that? Do British people have different temperatures? Bit gamey, have I been lied to? Do you have your own unique temperatures in England? I mean, if you do Bit Gamey, that's fine, and I will use them correctly. I just did not know Bit Gamey. Big Gamey just is sneaking up on me. I didn't know these things. Budapesti Torna Club, Magyar Úszó Egylet, Ferencvárosi TC. Oh, see, Gwen. I'm so sorry, Gwen. Did you ever use any of the Animaniacs to remember all the countries? I have not, Quoth. I have not. We had some geography challenges in high school to remember countries and states. And I never did well on those. My memory is not great when it comes to those kinds of things. That's also, I have trouble with names. It takes me a little bit of time to get used to and learn someone's name. I have to have it multiple times and see you multiple times for it to register. The Element song? Oh, that is pretty cutie patootie, Smikes. Bitcoin, British Trading Corporation, Andrew. Huge vibe enjoyment of the face through the stream. Dacum, thank you for being here. How about Dacum? Dacum, we are going to have movie night this Sunday on Discord. We're going to be watching the cinematic masterpiece, Dacum, The Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, and Arnold Vosloo, on Sunday night, Dacum, at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be after the stream. We're just going to pull up some chairs and some padded rugs and pillows, and Gwen's bringing popcorn. I'm bringing some pizza. I think Andrew's bringing us Capri Sun juice boxes. And yes, Dacum, it can be called the Daddy because of Brendan Fraser in there. Yes. And I love when you speak Magyar. Very cool. Now, how do you pronounce Nemzeti Bajnokság? Nemzeti Bajnokság, Gwendolyn P. Colombian popcorn? Look, Smikes, only bringing the finest popcorn. And yes, that is in fact Colombian popcorn. Bringing what is that, Andrew? Andrew, what is that? What is Charlemagne? Are you bringing a fancy conqueror to the party? I mean, you can bring you can bring that if you'd rather, Andrew. I just thought the Capri Sun is just a safe thing to go. A small cut of cheese. Look, Andrew, that would be delicious, but my friend, I cannot ask that of you. That is because the amount of ones that you never know how much to bring, right? Like, because we could have, 3 people in the movie night, or we can have 30 people, and those cheese and meat plates are quite expensive, Andrew. I can't put that on you, my friend. Maybe next time when we meet IRL, we can have that together. But if we do, Andrew, I want to bake you a fresh baguette that we can have it with. And then, Andrew, there is this really beautiful platter that you can get in Hungary, where it has Hungarian meats, cheeses, Hungarian waxed pepper, and then it also has this really nice mix. Now, Andrew, stay with me on this, okay? You need a food processor. You put in goat cheese, minced onion, white onion, I believe, a ton of paprika. There may or may not be something else in there. I have to double check. You put that into a food processor so it comes all together, and then that becomes a cheesy, oniony spread that you put on freshly toasted bread. It is really tasty, Andrew. And I suggest we have that on the plate. 30 people would be a problem. We need to be a backup plan. You're right, and Smikes. The downstairs is pretty nerfed right now with the carpet and everything. We can rent one of those screens and just have it outside. I'll put up I'll put out some like bug repellent, like candles, and that should help us. There's like white cheddar, popcorn, jalapeno, and puffed Cheetos, hickory sticks, Ruffles smoky bacon chips, all one. Ooh, Dacum. Dacum, color me intrigued, ma'am. That sounds delicious. Is this a homemade Dacum concoction? Dacum, if so, that sounds absolutely brilliant. It's like you have all the food groups in there. You have all the food groups in there. I love that, Dacum. Citrus, yes, some citrus. Actually, Med, did you know that there's actually plants that emit that natural odorant? They're called colloquially as a mosquito plant or a citronella plant. And the really good ones, if you whack at the leaves, they'll release the oils, and it's a natural. And then you have the natural repellent because the plant actually works quite well. It just needs to have been bred well, because there's some like the really like the mass-produced ones from Home Depot don't have that odor, and so you have to get like the ones from a nursery. That's the only way to guarantee you'll get actually like high quality ones. Lemongrass, really? Okay. All bought in the largest size thrown into a huge container. Are we talking bowl, Dacum, or are you thinking like a popcorn container almost? Who will bring the fruit punch Oreos? So Smikes. That's a great question. Chat, what is your favorite flavor of Oreo? That is your question today to answer. Your favorite flavor of Oreo. We are talking about this on the Discord. There's a whole laundry list of these. Why do I know all this? Because my sister had she was a foreign exchange student. She participated in a foreign exchange student program in high school with a French girl by the name of Lucine. Lucine was extremely sweet. They're still friends to this day. And she came over to the United States just like Dory went to France to, be in school and learn with her. And it turns out Lucine loved Oreos, but she didn't know about other Oreo flavors. And so we took her to the grocery store, and she saw a wall of Oreos of a bunch of different flavors. And so what did she do? We may have gotten a ton of different Oreo flavors. Gingerbread? That one's a pretty good one. Lady Lara Croft, have you tried the fruit punch? Best one's gotta be hot chicken wing that didn't know there existed. It's pretty good, actually, Gwen. Hi, Oscar. Oscar, there are, if you go to the grocery store, there are walls of flavors. Like, it's quite terrifying, actually, how much there is. This one I thought was gonna be nightmare fuel, not just for my brain, but for my stomach. And it wasn't good. It wasn't good, but really it wasn't that bad. The lemon one is weird because it like has that sense of bitter, but the wafer isn't bitter enough to hold up to it. Like, it's not the right amount of sweet either, so you have to, it's less than ideal. But that's definitely a strange one. I put on the Discord a whole list of them. Some are discontinued, some were just like a limited run. There was, I believe, a chicken and waffles flavor. A dill pickle one. There's been a bunch of weird ones. Gluten-free ones are pretty... Really? Wait, Quoth, the gluten-free ones are good? Okay, that, Quoth, is very surprising, given most gluten-free things are not well made. Like, it's just kind of like they don't replace the gluten with any kind of real good substitute. And so for our poor friends who need gluten-free, there just isn't a really good option for them in terms of food. It's too bad. The Beaver Boat ones are gold, Smikes. They are like really high quality vanilla. Quoth, I will say double stuffed is where it's at, because it's delicious. 3 to 4. Gwen, when you come visit, Gwen, we'll get you more. Lavender, eucalyptus, peppermint can also be used as a fire pellet. Nice, Med. I've heard of the peppermint. I didn't know those other combinations. That's really cool. Whoop. Wrong layer. Receive your Twitch, Kevin. Been high, Tech. I'm glad, Tech. Excellent. Tech, how are you doing today? Those were sent out with all the love on Friday, I believe. Is that we sent them out? No. How you doing, NMD? Chad, it's been a little while since we've done it. Double stuff is the wrong ratio. That's my hot take. No, it's fine. Chad, please go follow NMD96. She's on our partner push. And we want to make sure that y'all go drop her these follows, because she actually did a baking stream recently where she has hot takes about things like Oreos now, it turns out, as well. So, Chad, if you're not checking out NMD96, you're not doing left, right. I, NMD, love the stuffing. I'm actually such a savage that when I eat Oreos or Oreo-like things, I split them and have one with the filling and one by itself, because it's not the appropriate ratio for a double. Hi, Supernatural Rider. How are you doing today? Do they love you, again, at the local USP? So, Gwen, listen. It depends on who's there. Yeah. Remember when my mom bought Newman's Own Oreos for the house? I was like, oh, no, Empower, listen. We, in this house, buy the, it's like the Amazon version of Oreo. It's called like 365 or something like that, if we get them, because they're far cheaper.
Together, we can rule the galaxy.
And they're totally fine. Coffee rocks! Coffee, thank you for the reset with Prime Coffee. Happy 9 months anniversary. Our baby's name is Luke. Since the 4th is almost with you, Coffee Rocks, welcome the heck in. How are you doing today, Coffee? Thank you for the resub with Prime. Coffee, you only get one of those. And you used it here. Thank you, Coffee Rocks. How you doing, Coffee Rocks? I have to do research. That's very true, Matt. That's very, very true. Coffee. There are 3 new emotes that are now on. I've replaced 3, so we didn't get 3 new slots. We just got, I just switched them out. And so there are these 3 new emotes for you to use. There's nice Star Wars themed emotes for May the 4th. So I hope you enjoy them, Coffee Rocks. They'll be around for the month of May. And then in June, we'll do Marvel, and then we'll do DC in July. The drywall, I do not know. Coffee, I have suspicions. And they are not good. Coffee, it's starting to dry, but it's smelly smell. Which is not great. And so we're hopefully going to get someone out within the week or early next week to check. And see what the damage is like. And if we need to replace all the carpet and or the drywall. I will say, Coffee, that there's part of it, the door has expanded, and you cannot close the doors downstairs anymore because they got so waterlogged that they open right up, which is less than ideal. But yeah, there's no good solution for that yet, unfortunately. Yeah, Travel the World. That was very not Gucci, as it were. Hi, Optic Nerve. You are not awful though. Optic Nerve, we'd have to shout out you and the lovely Supernatural Rider who's in here as well. Super, are you back close, ma'am? Are you coming back soon, Supernatural Rider? You coming back soon? Good night, Med. Sleep well. You've been. Oh, thank you, Coffee. Coffee. It's been that, and then I can't go into details, but I was mentioning the horror show that we were dealing with insurance stuff today. That was an absolute disaster, and I don't know if it's gonna get any better or not. I'm very stressed out about that right now. Is that a computer again? This mail makes the 8th. Oh, super! I'm so sorry. Lurking, but my iPad doesn't like to let chat work when I'm in the garage. How's the garage doing, Optic? Couldn't freak out properly when I saw the sticker sheet. Optic, and that's not even me doing a good job with new pins, right? That's not even me doing a good job with new pins. Motherboard is completely burned out. Oy. I am so sorry, Super. I hope, Super, it will come back. It'll be back soon, Super. Didn't work. It dropped in like 25 minutes in. Because that was the other day, right, Supernatural Rider, that you were live? Was that? It wasn't today. It was like earlier, I think. Yeah, Coffee. The fun thing now that we're dealing with is Lita's work was supposed to cover her health insurance through June. And they really dropped the ball on that. So now she doesn't have insurance. And she has medication that she needs. And a bunch of other stuff. And now there's just nothing. And so we're dealing with a bunch of nonsense, unfortunately. Whole thing is broken brand new just out of the box. Super, are you able to send it back? Yeah, Coffee. We were due new medications this week, like refills and stuff, and now all of them are canceled or on hold because there's, unbeknownst to us, Coffee, there's no insurance. We were told on Monday during the flood that they did this. Then it's already done, and no one had given us a heads up beforehand. Bit devastated. I understand that, Supernatural. I do. I would be in the exact same boat, ma'am. I am so sorry. If there's something that can be done, Super, let us know. Does the computer work at all? Thank you, Optic. I'm glad you like my shirt, Optic. Chat, why does Optic Nerve like my shirt? There's a very good reason for that. I spy Optic Nerve in this stream all the time. Let me see how to spell it. I don't actually know how to spell it. There we go. The Lovely Continue is where Optic and I hang out. Also, Zin's in there too in the mornings, and she's a very sweet gamer. I met her on one of these networking sessions that we had for like this partner networking session. We don't have them anymore, unfortunately. It was a very fun thing to have. But she's very kind, and she's live in the mornings. So if y'all need a place to chill, it's a great place to hang out. Turns on and then just powers itself off. Oh, Super, that's terrible. It's like on and then bye. I'm sorry, Super. That stinks. Powers just arrange themselves without Twitch input. So, Optic, the thing is, like, I didn't, like, most of the people that I've seen at those socials, I've never met, and then the ones that I have met, like, maybe we've rated, but, like, one of, like, they had breakout rooms, Optic, so you can get sorted into a breakout room and meet new people, and, I only once got sorted into a room where we'd already rated that person. Like, so we have had, you know, some interaction before. But it was one of those things, Optic, where, you know, they get rated enough where it's like, you know, they would have no memory of who we are. And so it was like, you know, they're introducing themselves. I'm like, oh yeah, I know you. We've rated you before a couple of times. They're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I wouldn't expect them to remember us. But just because we have there's no other way, Optic, to connect beyond that. Like, there's not really a good list, and it's kind of nice to go to one of these. Thank you, Dakim, because then you can meet each other, and it's people who want to learn and meet each other, and so that kind of keeps it fun. And through the anime first, found out the first so coffee, exact same thing, and they weren't supposed to coffee. They had said end of June, and just decided not tonight. Drives my gears. It grinds my gears so much. No idea what to do with it. Yeah. What was the most memorable moment of that event in particular, Astronomy? So there was a couple, Astronomy. They had a maybe I went to. It was only available to me in the month of March, and they had different topics. So they had the last one that was canceled was supposed to be social media, and I was interested in that because it was going to be discussing like how each of us use social media for growth. That one was canceled, so there was an art one, a Dead by Daylight one, a non-gaming one, and there are a couple of others as well. Building like a portfolio. It was really cool. I think still the most memorable was just meeting cool people. I think that was my favorite part of it. Went for my teeth consultation this morning. I understand no insurance thing. My procedure will be $19K. They bumped down a tad. Oh, Optic. Guys, go give Optic Nerve a follow so that you can lessen my pain and his pain too. The legendary Optic Nerve, who's a 3D printing wizard, has a bunch of retro games, like even an arcade stand in his place. He's an absolute legend, built of kindness. Go check out Optic Nerve. Destroyed my years of pro skating, so I'm getting them all replaced. Optic Nerve. Speaking of Optic Nerve, listen. Chat. We have a new YouTube short out today. I have a challenge for y'all on this YouTube short. Okay? Are y'all ready for the challenge? Are y'all ready for the challenge? Terrified of dentist? I am also Optic. My dentist was a very aggressive Hungarian woman when I was growing up. In Georgia, yes, Optic. We found the one Hungarian dentist. She gave us the Hungarian discount. I'm fine with this, Optic Nerve. I'm 100% fine with this. I will use that because of how expensive dental procedures are. Okay, chat, listen, we're going to go here to the YouTube page. And there is this new short.
He also has.
There is this lovely new short that is live. If we get to 50 likes on that short, we will do a sticker raffle. So, if we get 50 likes, actually, I'll put it in again. 50 likes, and then we'll do a sticker raffle. Because I think this one was made by the lovely Smikes, and it is absolute gold, and I want y'all to enjoy it. I will not play it here. It is very funny. It involves my bud, apparently, possibly, potentially. Go check that out, folks. And if we get to 50 likes, we'll do a sticker raffle. Mine are very, very nice. The one that will even sing. Wait, the dentist will sing to you? Nice, Optic. Help with reconstruction. What do you mean, Optic? With the basement? Probably. With my face? Definitely. The basement? So, Optic, we're not sure yet. We're going to hopefully have someone out either this week or next week. We're going to check and see, like, what the damage is. And if we need to have... my guess is they're going to have to rip out the carpet. I'm hoping they don't have to rip out the drywall. And we'll see how much insurance covers it. Optic, if you have any suggestions for people in the area, we looked on... there's like a Collingswood area Facebook group that we looked into and asked like what their suggestions are. Mavis games that children are down. Good, Mavis. Supernatural, the downstairs flooded. Thank you, Lord Malas. Thank you, Lord. The downstairs flooded Supernatural, so it went everywhere. Thank you, Let Us Grow. Peaches, 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 peaches. The sun pump in there, Supernatural, that's supposed to pump out the water, died during a storm. And so it just, when I went downstairs, it was just water everywhere. And until the plumbers came out, it continued to just leak. And it's all like waterlogged. So we were sucking water from the carpets, and it's just an absolute disaster. It smells down there now. We have like dehumidifiers going and whatnot, but I'm not the most optimistic. I know, Optic, that's frustrating. Serve Pro for your flood. Gotcha, Lady Laura. I think that's one of the ones that was also suggested to us. There was another local one that was a good one, I think. It doesn't matter, Supernatural. For that, I mean, we took pictures of everything. If the thing was out of code, it won't matter if it's out of code or not. It ended up dying, though. I think that is what the person said. It was like 4 years old, but still. My favorite area of our house, but it always got weathered. Optic, it is the favorite area of our house for me. And Optic, we have to bring everything upstairs, and so now even the upstairs is a disaster zone. It is less than ideal. It is very less than ideal. I'm going to double check and grab Lady Lara Croft's suggestion. I'm hoping that it's covered by insurance.
He also has.
There's 2 likes on the video, folks. If we get to 50, we'll do additional ones, chat. We'll do additional. My OC would be Haywire. Yeah. The free consultation. Yeah, they're hopefully gonna. That was one that was on the recommended list as well, Smikes. Like Smikes and I had talked about this already, but it was nice to see that the local folks were backing up that they were good as well. It's a whole thing. Yep, you did. You did. That's right. It is in the DM. Sorry, Smikes. I just totally blank sometimes on this. It's been a long day, especially dealing with all the insurance stuff. But he is a contractor, owns a few rental houses. One of them caught fire, but based on today's prices, insurance wasn't enough to cover it. Suggests doubling it like an extra $200 a year. Boy, doesn't surprise me. Out of town is a bad cold snap, and my dad had lowered the thermostat and the fire sprinklers burst. Oh, why do we put ourselves in this position, Lady Lara Croft? Neighbor reported they said the water was seeping out our door. I don't even know what to say to that, Lady Lara Croft. Yes, Super, if we didn't own, I would not care. If this was a rental, I would be like, well, it doesn't matter. You know, it's not my problem, burn it all down. But because we own, yes, it is a much bigger issue. Insurance covered it. USAA. Nice. I think we have Allstate because we want it to be in good hands, Lady Lara Croft. And are we trained in their commercials? It's... yeah. Well, you know, they seem so trustworthy, especially on that commercial. There we go. Yeah. It's probably not, you know, gonna be enough coverage though, Lady Lara Croft, but they did tell us that at least in part we are covered. So that's basic step 1. We have some coverage for it. Awesome. Step 2 is to see, you know, how much, if anything, we need to have done. You didn't have... No, we're fine. We are covered, Smikes. We are covered. The guy actually on the phone today with the insurance company was like, yes, go ahead and contact someone out. And he's like, you know what? I would just go ahead and start filing now. And he did say, he's like, look, if you ask someone out, they're probably going to tell you that you need it just because they want the job. But he's like, more often than not in these situations, you probably got to do it. So we will be covered. It's up to a certain point, right? I hope we don't go above that price point. And I hope they're able to do it fast. Just don't make another claim within 5 years. Oh, I know, Smikes, I know. Surprisingly helpful. Except Music Girl, if it's what Smike says, that as soon as you have to file another claim, then you're blacklisted, because then, you know, you're filing a lot. And that you're no longer a good investment. I know Smike's Lita's mom used a bunch of like claims, and they would always raise her rates, and unfortunately she didn't know why they were going up. And then we explained to her, it's like, yeah, every time you use it, they're just gonna raise it up for you. And that was an oopsie. Worried about that. My mom had to make her first claim 30 years last week. Yeah. So it actually... Music Girl, so did my folks also. It wasn't the first time in 30 years, but their pipes burst, Music Girl, in Georgia. So it was not from, like, you wouldn't expect pipes to start bursting left, right in Georgia. But it turned out they had used in the building some kind of, like, cheap piping. And so they had to change out all the piping in the entire house, because it was going to happen again. And so for the past 5 weeks, they have had the whole house ripped open. Like, the ceilings are open, the walls are open, there's tarps and dust everywhere. My grandmother is like losing her mind over like the dirt and like the mess. It is just a disaster like that. For those who less than 1,000, then I had a 10K problem and they couldn't file a claim against. They would have dropped me. Oh, the joys of insurance life. They felt real bad. Yeah, super. This was not a. It was not good. My mom was, I think, just from the stress of it, really not enjoying these past couple of weeks. And then my grandma was like really not enjoying it, as you might imagine. Her whole thing is that she wants to have everything like nice and clean and in order, and definitely did not have that when dealing with all these things. Still large hole in my bathroom wall. God, Smikes, when you move next door with us, that will have to be fixed though, right? I'd imagine. I actually think really interesting about the way deforestation is state in order to make houses actually ruins the environment, quality of life, because the houses are horrible. I think they're just then bypassing stuff too, super. 10 years ago, a tree fell on our shed and it took some of the overhanging roof off. The tree is still there. Mom refused to make a claim. Music Girl, that's like, I think I told you this. A few years ago, we had the neighbor's tree, Music Girl, fell over into our yard and took out 2 of our trees. So we had our 2 trees that were taken out, plus the neighbor's giant tree. And Music Girl, the way that it was set up is golden enough where I have to draw it out for you. So if here's our property, and here is their property, the tree was right here. So when it fell over, it ended up being like this. Okay, and so Music Girl, the only part of the tree that they took care of was this little bit right here. The rest of this, so that tree then took out another tree here and another tree here from ours. They were responsible for that little bit of red. All this was ours, and because it didn't smash anything, nothing was covered. And that Lita was wanting to saw it on her own, and luckily she did not. What I don't understand is I had a friend to pay for the city water pipe that runs to the street to your house, apparently not covered by home insurance. And it's not covered by the city either, Lady Lara Croft? So nice movie next door. Is this about the dream place having the entire... Both, Gwen. Both. Second custom art. Does it though, Gwen? Here they would be responsible for all of it. Yeah, but Optic apparently, like, you know this. In Jersey, it's not. Hi, Other Bell. Welcome on in. She's not speaking anything yet, Other Bell. No words yet. No words yet. No. Ugh. Street to house is your responsibility in most places. With our tax rates, it should be their responsibility. Grumble, 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 grumble. As you can tell, I do not like our tax rates. And they use it to make up random jobs, so. Onyx, I know, Other Bell, I'm so sorry. But once she starts speaking, Other Bell, maybe we'll have some Hungarian in there. I hope so anyway. Otherwise, I would be very, very sad. Other Bell, how are you doing today? We've been dealing with a flood. Oh yeah, and the joys, y'all, it's kept raining as well. When their tree goes, oh god, yeah, when their tree goes into their pipe. Luckily, Lady Lara Croft, the neighbor in this beautiful illustration that I had. So their house, Lady Lara Croft, is here. And ours is here. They had a giant tree right here that had been growing for like, they said 60 years or something like that. It was, the roots were growing underneath this house. So if this fell over, it would rip up half the house. But it was leaning this direction towards our place. And they rent, not own. And so, but finally last summer, the owner had it cut down because it was terrifying. I'm always in Kanara streams, Other Bell. I always make sure to hang out there. But yeah, Lady Lara Croft, they at least took care of it, but it was definitely one of those things where it was like you personally felt nervous because it was like there's this giant tree overhanging in your yard. Like, is there gonna do something? But yeah, apparently Lady Lara Croft, if one of our trees falls over into someone else's yard or onto their driveway and takes out their car, apparently we're not responsible for it. Apparently we are not responsible for it. Which is wild. Other Bell, here's what we're working on today. Lost the back room of a house to a tree about 10 years ago. Boy. I'm so sorry, Optic. Yep. Yep, Lady Lara Croft. That's the same reason why if that tree had fallen on our house, they would be responsible for that little bit in their yard. Everything else is just, like, it's our responsibility because it's on our property. It fell onto our property. Guys, you know what else is interesting? Is the lovely Music Girl. Please go drop her that follow. She's a legendary streamer extraordinary. Usually streams on Mr. Jimmy B93's stream, but, chat, she might possibly, potentially, one day do some streaming herself on her stream. We do not know, but we're always here to wonder. So, chat, go check out Music Girl. Hurricanes, Optic. My folks have... I know, Other Bell. I know, Other Bell, if you come in at the beginning of every stream, there is a poll or prediction that you can gamble with channel points and ask if I caught my haircut. Today didn't happen. But maybe tomorrow, Other Bell. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe. Or the day after. I don't know. Hurricanes are better than Jersey Taxi 100%. Hi, Kanara! Kanara, what could you fans fan shout out just a moment? Kanara, how delicious was that meal today that you made? Please tell me. Music Girl is amazing as fair, and you should follow her, like, not now, but right now. Absolutely. Working on being able to pull it back in. Absolutely not, Lady Lara Croft. Listen, Lady Lara Croft, the most horrifying video of myself, Lady Lara Croft. This is the worst thing. Moist? Oh my god. Kanara, that emote is very unsettling, but I'm going to take that as your meal was delicious and not unsettling. Possibly. Lady Lara Croft, the worst video of me in existence was for this fellowship that I had gotten, the Damon Runyon Cancer Foundation. And so I got grant money from a cancer institute to study cancer in ants. And it was during COVID, like lockdowns and everything, and they wanted a video of like your work. Like, you know, if I could submit a video of just like, they're like, oh, you know, you have the ants and it's charismatic. Like, could you just make like a video of like what you got the grant for and why it's an interesting thing to study? And I couldn't have, like, didn't get my haircut at that point for like a long time because, you know, everything was locked down, and also we couldn't just go because Lita's mom is immunocompromised and she's sick, so I couldn't be going to get my hair cut, right? And so what ended up happening was we took the video, and Lady Lara Croft, so I looked hilarious, Lady Lara Croft, in this video. I looked hilarious. And like Lita's taking the video, I'm like, I can't look like that. I look like an absolute heathen. And she's like, well, we can pull your hair back into a man bun. I'm like, no one can see that. I'm like, I refuse to do a man bun. And she's like, no, it's fine. We'll pull back, like we'll use these like little Brady things, and then like it won't look like it. So she like pulled it back like this or something to make it look like I'm a little bit more civilized. But when I watch the video, I can still see how my hair was, and I know it's pulled back, and it's so unsettling that I was very, very uncomfortable. But you know what I'm not uncomfortable by is Kanara. In spite of the fact that she said that I should get my hair permed live on stream, and I love this woman. She's breathtaking. She's wonderful. She's beautiful. She's actually a food and drink science streamer extraordinaire here on Twitch. On her ambassador push, the same way we are. Folks, go give her that follow. Go drop the lurks on her when she's live to make sure that her ambassador push is successful. Chat, Kanara for ambassador. Kanara, I love your face, madame. Go drop her that follow. Was it flat because more man cake? So, Optic, it was like, you know, if I have like this more, like imagine this comes out much more, right? Like there was a ton more here. And then we just pulled it back like this. So it just like the sides were like this, where it looks kind of like it doesn't match the front. Because right, this isn't pulled back. It's like this was still a little obscenely long. And so it was just a disaster. And why, Optic, haven't I gotten my hair cut yet? Honestly, it's been difficult leaving with the little one to like go get my hair cut. just because of like our sleep schedule, and I can't take her in, right? So no, it's Lady Lara Croft. It's fine. I'm just giving you my silly justification for why I have not gotten a haircut, but why I will not be growing out a man bun. Other Bell, but are you in the state of New Jersey? Because you could be a hairstylist, but if you're not in the state of New Jersey, that is not helpful to me. That's getting clipped. Ah, Spike's making a joke. Look, Red Sonja was a golden movie. Astronomy show. That was a great movie. Oregon, yeah, no, I can't. No, I know. Listen, Music Girl, I just want Jimmy B to get a man bun. I feel like Jimmy could pull it off. I can't. I look like a goofy goober. No cutting your hair. No. Andrew, this is why I have to cut my hair. Andrew, before we get a picture together, I can't look like a clown. I cannot look like a clown, Andrew. I cannot have the photo of us meeting and taking a picture together. I cannot look like, you know, like, I don't know, just like a savage. I see. That's worse, Mavis. I'm the exact opposite. If I can't do the hippies. So Mavis, I just need to fix it. I just need before I meet Andrew, folks. You can guarantee it'll be before Memorial Day. Thank you, Smikes. It's very like my Smikes. I'm not embarrassed about my hair shake. My hair shake is gold. I know that, sir. I know that hair shake is gold. But Mavis, I can't do the hippies. Yeah, I can't do that hippie nonsense. Yeah, but your hair, Mavis, you look like a powerful singer of a metal band, right? Because you also have it pulled back, Mavis. Like, you know, you're showing your pronounced forehead. You know, it's very like beautiful and like handsome, but like this, like that's just like I'd have to just change the whole style, and then would I even recognize myself? Hi Debs, chat. If you're not checking out the legendary Debs, go check out Debs. Debs is a breathtaking streamer extraordinaire and all powerful, and she's the creator of the YouTube page. Go check out the lovely, amazing Debs. How you doing, Debs? Hear me out, man bun or clean shaven face. Listen, Jimmy, and sir, you look at me every day. These stickers are right here in front of me, so I have a constant. And the pin, Jimmy, I have the Jimmy pin right in front of me, looking at me all day. Okay, so there should be no question about my love for you, Jimmy B. Okay, so when I say this, it is your best interest and my best interest at heart. Okay, which they happen to align at this stage. The beard plays. The beard plays. I feel like you're breathtaking and stunning, and I just trust your Fall Guys knowledge far more with the beard. If you nerf the beard, I will cry. And so the man bun is 100% the path to go. Please do not nerf the beard, or I will lose it, Jimmy. Please. Debs, I'm sorry you're tired. Ma'am, go get some rest. Go get some rest, Debs. Please go get some rest. No, Debs. Everything will be fine, Debs. Possibly, potentially. Probably. Sometimes. I don't know. Maybe. Want to say hi? We love you, Debs. No, absolutely not. Andrew, listen. I have these weird feelings about hair and paranoia. I'm convinced that my only redeeming feature and quality of why Lita is with me is because my hair is not garbage. And if we nerf my hair, that she'll leave me. It's a whole like thing that doesn't make any sense at all, Andrew, and why I think that. We won't get into that because I don't have an answer for you. But yeah, Jim, there's that whole thing, Andrew. So we cannot make ponytails on my hair, and it doesn't work for me, Andrew. I look like a even I know I already look like a goofy goober, but this is like redonkulous goofy goober, and like not in the kind of Gucci way like would be anything else. No beard and a French braid. No. A beret? I don't know what that means, Smikes. Like the thing that comes together. Other Bell, listen, I shampoo and condition every night. And it's not a 2-in-1. It's not a 2-in-1. It's 100% one of those independent ones. I use Pantene because that's who Cricket is, our friend Cricket is sponsored by, and if you use the promo code Cricket at checkout, she gets 15% of the sales, which is lovely for Cricket. Thank you, Andrew. I do an important job on that. Our friend Plain Old Trey, he uses what was it? It's that Ulta. He uses the Ulta brand one. Of course I wash my hair every day. Are you the anime mommy? GZ? Not at all. But welcome on in. Plain Old Trey uses from Ulta, and he was saying he's got a good deal on it. Opinions about Petite works for Other Bell. Listen, I know there's better ones, but that's just, it's worked so far. It's better than if I were to be using Axe, for example, I would imagine. When we were young, Other Bell, that's what we used. Do y'all remember Axe body spray? They also had shampoo and conditioner. And Other Bell, they had a body wash that was scented like chocolate. And Other Bell, if you believed the videos and the commercials, it said that all the ladies would love you if you use this kind of body wash and shampoo. It didn't actually work, Other Bell, but I did try it. Did not work. Did not work at all. No, it does depend on the hair, Smikes. If I don't wash it, it ends up coming like really greasy. So I do have to wash the hair. I want to look handsome for you, Smikes. I don't want you to look at me and be like that I'm disgusting. Men's products are funny. I saw y'all have body wash you can use on your. Yeah, I mean, Lady Lara Croft. There's the thing that gets me most, Lady Lara Croft, that tricked me when I was a child, was electric shave. Do you know about electric shave, Lady Lara Croft? By the way, it looks like are we done? Yeah, it looks like we're done with this. Do you know about electric shave? Let me show y'all about electric shave. This commercial, we can do a whole psychology behind these things because this totally tricked me. Heard of the brand? Here we go. 11 years ago, Lady Lara Croft, just to get you like a timing of this.
Wake up your whiskers with Electric Shave. Electric Shave! Stands up whiskers for an up to 52% closer shave.
Man, that was close.
Electric Shave. Blade close. Electric smooth.
Did this sell me? Yeah. Yeah, I went and got this. This was uploaded 11 years ago. This was around even longer before that. And I 100% thought that this would help my dating life. Just use warm water. Smikes. I'd never suggested that I was a smart child. Didn't work though. Did not work. Neither did the Axe. Did it burn? I think it had some alcohol on there with it like clenches up some of your pores and that's why it makes it stand up, so probably a little bit. You see, Andrew knows. Yeah. And then the classic Axe body spray commercials as well. When no, here is the other one, Lady Lara Croft. This one. It's probably this one here, 2005. Is it this one? Maybe. Yeah, this one.
Warning, the makers of Tag Body Spray accept no responsibility for any injuries resultant from the wearing of this product. Any getting down and or funky, however, you can totally blame on us. We're good like that.
Hey. Introducing Tag Body Spray for guys. Consider yourself warned.
Yeah, doesn't work. Doesn't work. Training guns not produce as much oil, but there's a period of transition that's not very fun as long as you're moisturizing. Ah, oh, gotcha there, Bell. Use that once a month to see. There we go. Andrew knows. Andrew knows. Andrew, are we separated brothers? One of my education professors made us analyze Axe body spray commercial once in class. It is gold, music girl. And yes, and with gender stereotypes, it 100% adds up. It is. They got me. They got me. No, like hook, line, and sinker. They got me on that front. Andrew, I think we're very much on this in the same boat here on these stereotypes and proclivity. The difference is I do not know what proclivative means. I used the disposable razors, then I discovered electric rotary razors. This is way better than the other kind of electric and never got nicked again. Nice! Astronomy show. Before I grew this out, I didn't have a blade. I just had like the regular disposable kind. But this one's much easier. Predisposition, natural inclination, propensity. Oh, I gotcha. Depends on the genetics, I think, Andrew. I think there's a fair bit of genetic involvement on that front, I would have to say. And then there's probably a bunch of social influence as well. And there's who knows, all that feeds into it. It's a very complicated, I think, topic, but I could be wrong. Let's see. I don't know. It might be too orange. It might not pop well against it. I do kind of like it. Let's see. Try not to get migraines. Please get that water in there. That's what I think so too, Debs. $92. I have no idea. No idea, Smikes. Ask to blue. Hold on, y'all. Smikes, you need to have more water. Always have more water, Smikes. This one feels kind of like a planet. It's maybe a little bit better. I don't know, it feels a little bit Guardians of the Galaxy. Nice, it's okay, not great. Smikes, when I sit here working with the little one all day, I have a couple of, I have a thing of tea and water that I keep full. And then days if I'm not sitting at the computer, it doesn't feel like, I don't feel right. Manual grading the color, we can have less than one drawing. I know, astronomy show. This is Gwen's favorite part, because Gwen loves it when I add the background. Let's see. I can see this one for you, Debs. That's actually not bad. How about that, Debs? Thank you, Lady Warcraft. Purple or green? Smikes has some black magic where he has said about how these things match. Actually, the purple's not bad too, because that also refers to the one of the Infinity Stones that they had in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. So maybe that's another good one to add in. Now, let me grab the logo real quick. Compliments the oranges. Whose oranges? Am I an orange? Color theory go back. It is. It's madness, Smikes. Smikes, I once knew about that, and then it just threw me off. It's madness. Absolute madness. It's madness. All right, let's say this. We'll put this onto the image with all of our other characters. These are all the Marvel characters that we've done so far. So we can add this one in. Merge the layers. There we go. Add it in. Hi, Anchored. Guys, go check out the Anchored Albatross. An absolute legend is the Anchored Albatross. Anchored Albatross, we love you so very much, madame. How are you doing today? I know you're just popping in for a few minutes, but Anchored, I love your face. Anchored, I hope all is well. Let me quickly actually do something for Anchored. Do something very quickly for Anchored. Okay. Alright, Anchored, if you try Tron now, type ! Tron for me, Anchored. It should be set that you can hit that now without a sub. I just want to make sure it works. Because I don't know how to test it beyond. Not you, Tarzan, just for Anchored. Because this is Anchored's special thing that she requested. So it should work for Anchored Albatross. I know it works for everyone who subscribed. But I want to see in particular. So Tarzan, it's a sub. Perfect. It's a sub only command. But for Anchored, wanted to make sure she had that. Hi, Risto! Welcome in, Risto. Side effects of medication. Cancel stream for tonight and tomorrow. Preparing for my first person. Oh, Anchored, where is it gonna be? And Anchored, if there's anything you want to promote, you know you can do that, ma'am. Whenever. Risto, how are you doing today, Risto Rock? Welcome in, Risto. But yes, Anchored, now that works for you. Thank you for testing it. You don't have to be sub to get it to work. I was wanting to have that in place, Anchored, but I wasn't sure how to do it. But I found the setting for it, and I think it's Gucci now. Risto, we finished the Sstarlord Antonia. I think we're gonna shrink her down a little. So we're doing Wacom Wednesday. We came back after indeed, Andrew. 2 days we were off because our basement flooded. It was like a foot of water down there. When you stepped in, the rugs are like soaked. We were sucking up water for a day with vacuums and everything, and so we couldn't stream for 2 days because there was just an absolute destruction that happened down there. But today we are back. We didn't miss our usual microscopy Monday, unfortunately, but we're gonna be doing a little bit more science, like extra stream this week. So we'll be live today with Science Art. We did our Antonia as Star-Lord today. We also did. We'll be doing tomorrow the Science of Star Wars. Friday will be Science News of the Week. Saturday we're going to do a special microscopy stream to make up for our missed Monday. So we're going to be looking at things underneath the microscope. And then Sunday is Science Art Sunday. And this month of Science Art Sunday of May, we're going to be doing Star Wars characters. So we'll be having, I don't know if you all see the emotes that we have, but we have 3 Star Wars emotes
In dreams,
currently.
one is not tethered by earthly limitations.
Sleep well, NMD96.
Come.
We love you, NMD. Come, NMD96. We have those Star Wars emotes, and there's, we'll be working on additional characters such as Antonia as Jar Jar Binks for the lovely Gwendolyn P, and much, much more. But yeah, we just finished the Star-Lord Antonia. We're putting her in the collage of Antonias that we have. And I was just placing her in the rest of it. Thank you, History Buff. History Buff, if you like the characters, so we're starting to do different things, mix things up a little bit. In the month of, so May is Star Wars themed. June is going to be Marvel themed. So we'll be doing a bunch of Marvel. Every Sunday will be Marvel Antonias. And then July is going to be DC. Currently, we only have one DC Antonia, and that's Batman. But I want to do, obviously, a bunch more. So those are going to be the themes for the next few months. It's something you were trying out. If people like it for our test phase in the next 3 months, then we'll do additional themed months as well. For example, people have wanted maybe like a nationality one where it's representing different cultures around the world. Like, everything from like Nigeria to Germany to China, things like that. Another one we had was maybe a Harry Potter month. Another one was, I'm totally blanking on it now. But video games, like video game character Antonias. For a month on Sunday. So we're experimenting. If people like it, we'll continue it. But we're just seeing how people are feeling on that. And yeah, thank you, Golganak. The water was an absolute disaster. We're having someone come out hopefully this week to check and see the flooded basement and seeing if we need to gut it, like remove all the carpet and the drywall, because Golganak, the doors were expanding as well. They soaked up so much water they can't close properly. And then even better, Golganak, is we had to replace the pump because the sump pump broke, and that's why it flooded. And so that pump got replaced, and then we bought a shop vac and a carpet cleaner to suck up the water. It was a whole to-do. Is the insurance gonna... They said that they said just to go ahead and file the claim. Volcano Doc, we talked to them today, send them the photos. They're like, yeah, it's probably gonna be something. The guy was like, I bet it's gonna need to be done. Yeah. Also, Lord of the Rings. Ooh, Lord of the Rings would be a good one as well to do. Plumbing. So, Claire, more so, Golganak, the other lovely part that we've been dealing with is, like, insurance changes, too. So it's been all the fun things going to be. To make a comic book featuring all the answers to superheroes and humans are villains. But Kanara. I have a different idea, Kanara. One where the ants lead you to bring delicious and make delicious food for them. And so it's not pitting against individuals, but rather just like a fun knowledge about you teaching them something beautiful, Kanara. Maybe something like that, Kanara. Or nothing sad on that, right? Maybe, possibly, Kanara. Possibly, potentially. We also had Ristrock come in here earlier. Rista, I saw your message right before the raid came in and said you were doing tired, my friend. I hope you're feeling better today, Risto. Let's get a shout out for our friend Ristrock. Risto does mental health chats. He does games. He does community days. He's also working on a shirtless calendar that he's going to be selling to benefit a local orphanage. So go check out Ristrock. Go check out Kanara, I saw you had a question about ants. Man, what was your question? Chat, while we finish this One Piece, calendar's pre-order. Zebman, I am proud of you for pre-ordering that calendar, sir. I always get nervous about the pre-order sales because it's dependent on that. So I did put out food. They game and mass devour it to take it back. All the ants disappear for 3 to 4 days. Now the ants are back, but they're all dead ants. Then Kala's bringing out their dead to message me. Don't test us, Kanara. We know where you live. Kanara, the food bait that you put out.
Where's my drink?
What drink?
Was it like the killing poison that you put out for them, Kanara? Like that they're supposed to take back to their colony? Chat, we're gonna start up on another piece. This one was demanded by Gwendolyn P. Any guesses as to why? What is this? Set different ants! So, Kanara, did you, by chance, ethanol down the countertop? After they disappear, did you ethanol it down? That's a very important question, Kanara. Like, I don't just mean like soap and water. I mean like ethanol. It's a very important piece of the puzzle. This is for the lovely Gwendolyn P. Because Gwen was all about this. And actually, there's something that I'm not quite sold on for this one. Golganak, this is for the cinematic masterpiece, The Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, Arnold Vosloo, and Oded Fair. They came back every year, but it's the first time I brought out the dead in large amounts, and this is in the bathroom. So, Kanara, is that a no on the ethanol? Learn from their ways and become wise. Though they have no prince or governor or ruler to make them work the labor hard all summer gathering food for the winter. It actually, Andrew, I have a children's book that's like that. It's like there was a grasshopper who all he wanted to do was play music, and instead of working, and then so when winter came, he was left out in the cold without any food, and he was injured, and he was gonna die, and then the ants decided to help him, and it was like a beautiful ending. But it was like supposed to teach you about hard work and the way I don't know if we have it here, Andrew, or if it's back home, but it was from Soviet era Hungary, and it very much had the vibe of that, which was interesting. So Kanara, because you didn't ethanol it down, when they found your really good food source, which is the bait you gave them, they on their way back left a trail of pheromone that it is said to the other workers and everyone, this is the most delicious thing ever. And that's why the individuals came back. The fact that they were bringing their dead is... I wonder if there was something that... another odor that was deposited. What might have also been done is maybe a couple of the ants decided that it was not a good food source, but it was a good place to just put their dead. That's also through odorants that's indicated. So because its surface didn't get ethanol down, that's why they brought it back. If you ethanol it down, there's no odor for them to follow back on there. But I said, regardless, you may want to gut the drywall. A friend of his had a flood. They left the drywall. Then their child kept having asthma attacks. They're mildew and black mold. Yeah, Coffee. We're going to have someone come out, hopefully soon. And when they come out, we'll see like what the situation is. Yeah. Cool thing to witness. Absolutely, Kanara. Kanara, it's they're really, really smart and quite amazing creatures. As frustrating as they can be. But they are really, really cool. I think it's probably a big part of it is the odorants. I'm just gonna have to go on that. If you ethanol it down, they shouldn't come back. The other good thing to do is if you watch them leave, which is Kanara, you said you now have a fascination with them. Maybe that's good. Mama Tats, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. If you like the fascination with them, if you watch them and see where they leave, you can plug up that entrance as well. History buff, what software do we use? So we actually have a command for it. There we go. So this is the Clip Studio Paint. But it indicates like what all some of the other animations on the channel and assets are used in. So Lita uses Procreate, I use Clip Studio, and then we also have other 3D modeling softwares that we do use too. Why do I not use just fill? I get that question a lot, History Buff. I really don't like the fill tool in this software, primarily because when you fill, it leaves a weird pixelated line. And so right now I just have it on a bunch of different layers, right? So I can remove my shadow lines like this. And that way it's a nice clean connection. And then I blend the colors at the end. This is also the oil paintbrush. So the color blending is really nice. And it just works well for like a nice cartoony feel. That's why I use it. Gwen, this is one that you demanded. This is one that you demanded, Gwen. And Gwen, I'm not sure about this color. I might go back and change it, Gwen. Because right now I have her natural colors. I might change this to darker tones. Like, I'm not fully sold on it, Gwen. Maybe when we look at it at the end. I'm not sure. I think she should have darker tones and not like regular Antonia colors is my suspicion that I'm gonna feel at the end, but we'll see. We'll see. Gwen, you inspired this one, ma'am. Not only because you wanted it and you requested it so heavily, but also because we had the Antonia in your design art gala, and Gwen had a beautiful Antonia mummy that she did because of her love of the cinematic masterpiece, The Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser, Rich Wise, Arnold Vosloo, and Oded Fair. Which, by the way, folks, make sure to join the Discord because we're having a movie watch party this Saturday or Sunday. We're going to be watching The Mummy together on Discord. Gwen's bringing Colombian popcorn. Andrew may bring Capri Sun or a meat platter with cheese. It'll be all the fancy pants things. So make sure you're coming and joining the Discord for that movie. And it's, again, a cinematic masterpiece. We even have a command for it. Exclamation point cinematic. Charcuterie is what Andrew's bidding. Charcuterie. It sounds like cutlery and chartreuse put together. Chartreuse is a colored cutlery is what you use to create the beautiful plate that Andrew will be bringing. And together you could charcuterie. Chartreuse and cutlery is the fancy pants word that Andrew CZ will be bringing, chat. Also, we have confirmed that I will get my hair cutted before I meet Andrew, because if I don't, I will cry that if we take a picture and I look like a hooligan. I can't have that. I cannot have that. Right, Andrew? Right, Andrew. Andrew, I love you so much. I even dictate my hair cutlery around you, much like the foodie item that you're bringing. Kanara, do you know about this word? The chartreuse cutlery? Kanara probably knows about this. She's a wizard at food, so I'd imagine she knows about this. The char cutlery. The cutlery. Ooh, fanciness. Charcuterie. Charcuterie? No, it can't be charcuterie. Is it really charcuterie? Hi, Evil Penny Mike. Charcuterie? Anyway, good night, Dacum. Dacum, sleep well. Have a great evening, Dacum. We love your face, Dacum. No, cootie is a disease, Smikes. Cooties. Those are what you get if you don't have your circle, dot, dot, and your cootie shot. Some of the very important features to get. Charcuterie. Cooties when I was a kid? Optic, that's a disease. Optic, we may have grown up in very different places, but last I checked, charcuterie, or cooties were not actually like a desirable thing. Charcuterie. Is it a toy? Very famous in South America, especially in Argentina. Ooh, Gwen. Gwen, if you approve it, Gwen, then I'm all on board, Gwen. It does sound like I'm gonna forget how to pronounce it. The whales. I know, Evil Petty Mike. I'm sorry, my friend. The whales sometimes just like, you know, they like to play around and have a good time. But Mike, it's okay. We're gonna be here together. We're gonna get through it. When the whales do get bombed, it's actually quite funny. Has Lona been vaccinated against the cooties yet? Not yet, Smikes. I've been told that I actually can't administer a cootie shot. I don't know if this is true or not, Smikes. I've heard it was like a father-daughter ordinance that was passed in our town, that a father cannot do the cootie shot, because if they do, it's just like not the right person to do a cootie shot. It has to be either an existing friend, like only a friend of a friend or something can be the deliverer of the cootie shot. There's like a whole series of unknowns against cootie shots. I mean, I don't know, maybe the parents in the audience can tell me how correct this is, but I believe there's a city ordinance against me being able to administer one. It's crazy. It's not okay. The whales keep pooping in the ocean even though we asked them not to because it's gross. Evil Petty Mike, listen. I know that you've pooped in the ocean. I don't judge, Evil Petty Mike. Listen, you had to go. You're but a small child. And it's okay. Promise. The game pick? Okay. Evil Petty Mike, listen, everyone's pooped in the ocean. Oh. Hold on, Optic. There we go. Wrong window. This does look familiar, Optic. I'm not sure why, but this looks very familiar. Pooping in the ocean is way better than using a tiny toilet in the boat. No, I am not sure. You pooped in the ocean last week? History buff, I am proud of you. I can't remember the last time I pooped in the ocean, but I guaranteed it happened. Eating in the ocean? Eating in the ocean is also cool, Smikes. Eating in the ocean is very cool. I've seen the toy. I have a vague memory of it, Gwen, but I don't know if I have a memory of it because of commercials or if I actually had it. I will say, though, Optic, that Please be careful with all the cooties, though. You know, because it's very dangerous to have cooties. That's why as soon as someone can administer for baby Alona, you better believe we'll be sending her to get her cootie vaccine. Possibly, potentially. Definitely. Anyone who's poops in the ocean equal jail? Listen, evil petty Mike. Can I let you in on a secret? Sometimes those sewers that we have in our houses deposit in the ocean. So on a technicality, you have poops in the ocean. I'm sorry, evil petty Mike. By your own rule, you must also go to jail. I know. It seems unfair. But rest assured, never intentional, never personal. It's just where the water goes. I know, evil. Listen, evil. I'm sorry. It's one of those situations. As you drop the bomb, I know. So you get for arguing with Look, Smikes, I'm not a poopologist. There are poopologists out there that are specialized in the creation and the maintenance of poos in the ocean. Not us though. No, we can ask Optic what the goal of it is. Gwen, that's why Optic is here. We have friends. It's what we ask. Gwen, it's much cooler to hear. Fully rebuild your cootie. Optic, every explanation just makes it seem worse and worse, Optic Nerve. Like, it's okay, Optic, but it's just like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's a kid's game, Optic Nerve? Optic may be trolling us here, chat. Definitely not a children's game. Optic, please do not send that to my house. I will cry. It was a no. Optic, can you imagine? What would I do with all that? I mean, donate it, of course, but like, there would be such an eyebrow raise, Optic, from the donation center. Yeah. Smikes, we're so close. We're so close, Smikes. Line up with Street Invasion photos of Cootie. Oh my god, Optic. At least that's what I would do. I'd take them all over the town and taking photo shoots. The photo shoots would be absolute gold. Not gonna lie, Optic. Not gonna lie to you. Know what you do with the skitties? Evil Petty Mike. More importantly, what they do in the ocean. Evil Petty Mike, do you know the Narwhal song? This is very important, Evil Petty Mike, because you like the ocean animals so much. Do you know the song about the narwhals? It's a very important song. 10-hour pieces, science topics would never happen unless a 48-hour stream. Maybe, Gwen. Gwen, I believe that's called an uncapped subathon, Gwen. We've had friends who had 13 days of a stream. A funny narwhal story? Sure. Sure, Evil Petty Mike. Tell me all the things. They went for 13 days, Gwen. Every time I thought the stream was going to be ending, someone dropped a sub bomb and kept the timer going. I don't remember, Gwen, how much each sub was worth in terms of time, but it was enough to go for... It was originally supposed to be a 3-hour stream, and it went for 13 days. It was, it's quite impressive, actually. During COVID lockdowns now, not so much. No, I've seen one recently, Gwen. We had our friend It's Bubbles. She had one that was like a week, if not longer. And then Pineapple Hoops, Piney had one that was like 2 weeks long, not too long ago. And then we had another one called Linarius. She was doing a retirement stream, like a last stream ever, subathon. And she went for like 8 days. And let's see. There was another one, that Polish guy. He went for 3 weeks. That was like a year ago. Or a year and a half ago. I don't know, Smikes. Smikes, I do not know. That is a great question, Smikes. Because what are you going to do with that sub if they've actually retiring? I don't know, Smikes. I don't know. A donathon would have made more sense, I suppose. But she went for like, yeah, a week.
You don't understand. You don't understand. If you understood, you wouldn't understand.
4 years ago, my parents were watching a documentary on narwhals. I went into the living room and was like, oh, come on, what the heck? It's the internet meme, they're not real. The joke was on me, the ridiculous creatures were real. I felt passed into the universe. Really evil, Petty Mike. I love that. I absolutely love that. Guys, who just said you don't understand? If you understood, you wouldn't understand. That was lovely and amazing Irish John Games. Folks, please go give Jern that follow. We love Jern here. And that's very true, Smikes. The tweets would not get the cut of the donos. But the subs, they have half. Except for the higher tier ones. I think there's a different percentage of them depending on your status. There's also ad revenues are also different depending on if you're a partner or an affiliate. There's a bunch of like different things in there. True. Indeed. Gwendolyn P. Gwen, you're amazing, Gwen. You're amazing, Gwen. Just so you know, Gwen, if you didn't know already, just filling you in, ma'am. Just filling you in that you know. There we go. Look at that. Yes, you are, Gwen. I'm actually gonna nerf that comment because that is a filthy comment. Hold on. Whoop. Actually, can't. Hold on. Oh, thank you, Smikes. Smikes got it for me. Thank you, Smikes. There we go. Compliment Gwendolyn P. And then we're gonna have it. Is it gonna be say Jason? Does not say Jason. News alert. Everything you do is a national treasure. Can I get an amen? Amen indeed. The Jason always makes me smile too. Jason indeed, Gwendolyn P. Gwen, we love Jason here. Why? I'm not sure, but Jern taught us about Jason. And sometimes that's all we really need is Jern to tell us why we should love Jason, and then we'll love Jason forever. Or something, I don't know. Again, I might go and change the body color on this at a different point, but I'm not sold if her tones should be the same as before. We'll figure it out though. Jern's Jason clip, it is. Gwen, have you seen the video? He's got a whole series of YouTube videos called Jern memes. And they're quite lovely. Always make me chuckle. go. Is anyone doing anything fun tonight? Probably just be eating and sleeping. You watch a series of videos? Nice, Gwen. I'm gonna grab some kind of food and then, I'm not sure. Probably try to relax a little bit. It's been a stressful day. Again, like we talked about, so... This is a little bit... This is helping me chillax for sure, but thank you all again for being here. Again, sorry about the last 2 days not being on, but the water was quite crazy time, and I was spent after not really sleeping. I just didn't feel like... I wanted to do one yesterday, but I felt like I was so tired that it would have been not well executed, and that's not fair to y'all. Most sorry, girl. I was actually supposed to nap yesterday during this time and like get a little rest. I didn't get any nap because Lita went to get like a dehumidifier, and we're trying to work out like all these things. So instead, I was hanging out with Zedman and Mr. Jimmy B, just having a lovely old time. And also like Baby Alona's in my lap, and we're chuckling with Mr. B as he's trying to tell us about the Fall Guys stuff as we're causing chaos in his stream. Always a good time there. It's a place where you can be yourself, hence the name Jimmy B 93. All right. We're hoping Gwen likes this, y'all, because Gwen needs this to be perfect. This way, we're gonna have in the Discord for movie night this weekend. We'll have these as emojis that y'all can use, or emotes. Gwen, I sketched out one more. I haven't sketched out all of them yet, but we have another one. One of the characters from The Mummy, Evelyn O'Connor. We're not going to get to her tonight, but I have her sketched out as well. So we'll have a whole bunch of options for you soon, Gwen, to use for the cinematic masterpiece in the Discord, if you so wanted to use Gwen. Here we go. How long the sketch of this one? This one wasn't so bad, Gwen. This one I kind of had a vision of. This one was just figuring out where the lines should go to make her look like she's wrapped. And so I had a reference image that I was using of like just a cartoon mummy and like how the wrapping happened so that it looks like it's actually like where to put all the lines. Like what I wasn't sure about was how many crisscrosses to do. And where to do the crisscrosses, so I used another cartoon reference to get those in. I've not demanded anything at all, but Gwen, I just want you to be happy, Gwen. Gwen, you know, you wanted the rage emote, you know, we did that. We wanted it to be angrier, so we did version 2. And then you wanted the mummy character, so we did that. I think there were other things too, chat. It's mostly not, I don't think so, Smikes. At some point we'll have Mummy Science with Melissa. But I dropped the ball on that, given all the things that were that hit us over the week, and also we were not feeling great over the weekend. As I mentioned, we were lifting up water out of the basement with both of us like throwing up. So you can still reach out and see if she's available, but I have not yet. It would be fun. It would be fun to do that. science art is a way to communicate science better to more people. What we did earlier tonight was we finished our Ant character Antonia as Star-Lord, which I think this was quite a fun piece to do. It was difficult primarily because of the jacket shadings, but I think it turned out all right. And right now we're working on one for Gwendolyn P. This is The Mummy, the cinematic masterpiece that is The Mummy. And there is our Mummy character. So right now we're just about to go in and blend some of the lines together to make it, colors to make it a little cleaner. And that's what we're doing. Gotta run, much love. Thank you so much, Salty Mama, for the follow and for coming in on the raid. Appreciate ya. Thank you towards night, my friend. Yeah, so we're just finishing her up, adding in some of the colors and the textures, and then we'll be all done. That's probably where we're gonna end tonight. So I can skedaddle off and have a little dinner and whatnot. Check on the ladies. We had some poop emergency earlier. Only counts as a half. Why? Why, Smikes? Is it because it's not necessarily that complicated of a piece? Or because we actually moved a little faster on there, so we have to nerf some hopes and dreams here. Oh, is he going rage? I was gonna ask Smikes if the layout of the yard counts as a piece or not. I wanted to see what your take on that was, Smikes. If the that little where I showed where the trees fell, if we're counting that as one or not. Dive, dive, dive. Hello, Beery Ann. How you doing, Beery? Luckily, the ocean is getting cleaned up, Beery. It's much less damp in there. There we go. Hello, colonists. Hello, Beery Ann. Beery, how was your day today? I hope you've had a lovely, lovely, lovely day. We're just finishing up this Antonia. Blending some of our colors together. Everyone, you're right, Smikes. I mean, Smikes, look, I will agree. That was, the wet vac was overdue. There are many uses for a wet vac. I'm glad it's not the same kind of wet vac as I had in the lab. That wet vac sprayed onto me, and also because I was like using it to suck out water from the leafcutter ant nest. And what was hilarious was, Smikes, it didn't have a good seal, and so when I would lift it, sometimes I would have held like not on the ideal spot, and I would drop a bucket of the nasty water just over on the lab floor, and then I'd have to vacuum up and bleach the floor, and it was just a disaster zone. It was not Gucci at all. Hi, Custom TV, aka oh my goodness, now I just know you by Custom. So Sneaky, how you doing, So Sneaky? Welcome on in, guys. Go check out the legendary, amazing Custom TV. Custom, how you doing? How's the baby? Little one is doing all right today. Some big poops today, but beyond that, we're good. Custom, our basement flooded. The nice finished carpeted basement flooded on Monday, and so we've been dealing with that calamity, as it were. So that was unfortunate, but that's what we've been dealing with. Yeah. Yes, we talked to our insurance guy, and they said it's to go ahead and file the claim, because we're having someone come out hopefully soon to check out if everything's totally nerfed, and like if they need to replace the drywall and everything. And so that's on the menu for learning about, probably either late this week or early next week. Yeah, it's less than ideal, Custom, but we're doing what we can. You're an insurance agent? Nice. I will take you up on the offer if we need it. Right now we have our dude, And so I don't want to cross the lines on that front. NFIP flood insurance as well as private flood. Water backs up normally has low limits. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Custom. We should. He said today that we're covered. And to go ahead, he suggested the file. Pimcat, our basement flooded on Monday. Like there's an ocean down there. The sump pump died, and there was a giant rainstorm. And I woke up that morning and went down to feed Noodle, and she was, you know, and like the carpet had like a foot of water in it. And so we've been dealing with that disaster. And there's some Pimcat, if you're interested in disaster stuff, there's some pictures on the Discord. That's why we didn't stream yesterday and on Monday. But we are, Pimcat, gonna do a makeup stream on Saturday for some microscopy. So if Pimcat, if you missed the microscope Monday, we're gonna have a makeup on Saturday. Because I know how much folks love the microscope, and I also like the microscope too, so we're gonna do the makeup one for that. Rent some of the huge, so the window custom, because there's no window option down there. But we got some dehumidifiers running and some fans, but there's nowhere to pipe it out, unfortunately. So it's yeah, less than ideal right now. But we're hoping it'll be alright soon. Chat, I think we have our little character done. Run into a door. Yeah, so custom, the difficulty is the cats with that. Because they're not gonna... These cats are not gonna go for that. No matter like how important it would be for us to do, I guarantee you they're not gonna let that fly. They're just gonna like cut through all these. Wow, that's not what I wanted. There we go. A Discord link. We do have a Discord custom. There we go. Okay, let me quickly fix this up. There's some colors that we need to fix where I did not do a good job. It's always difficult with the white because it's like white on white, so I never know where exactly are some of the cut lines. But possible mold and bacteria. Yes. So custom, we moved everything upstairs. There's a few things left that we just couldn't like lift, and then we're hoping that, you know, they'll come out and check behind the wall. And I mean, I'm worried the drywall is gonna have to be replaced as well. It's It was not a good Monday, and then today we've been dealing with other insurance stuff, custom. Not home insurance, but medical insurance snafus. My wife's work did a number on her insurance. They promised her it would last until end of June, and today Monday it miraculously disappeared, and now like she needs medication and whatnot, and we don't have anything, and so we're dealing with all that hilarity. Yeah. Well, you don't have a drill? Oh, okay, cool. For checking mics. Gotcha. Alrighty. There we go. Awesome. Thank you, Custom. I will probably be reaching out after, based on what they say. You grab the logo. Add it in, and then we got a second piece. Gwen, I think that was pretty fast today, Gwen. That was a pretty fast second one. No, I've never had a, like, I've had a flood custom at the house when I was growing up, but this just, you know, it's different when it's like your place and it's your coin, everything. It's yeah. I'm not pleased. Copy of from, and I just did decorations. You got, yeah, I think we have one. We have one of those, I believe. Sewer didn't back. Yes, the sewer did not back up. So there was no poop. There was no poop. coming on it, which is great. Which I'm glad to hear about. Oh, thank you, Gwen. Gwen, I think we might flip it. This was always the difficult... Gwen, it's like there was this weird... here it is, transform, I think. There we go. There we go. 1,500, 5,000 of coverage minus the deductible. Yeah, so custom, it was the sump pump died and it stopped pumping water out of the house. Oh, the ants, Pimcat, they had to be moved out of their tank. And so that tank is now empty. They're in a box. So no, not right now. Not until we're able, Pimcat, to get stuff back together. Yeah. Unfortunately. Chat! I think that's it for tonight. We finished 2 pieces. Which, good on us, right? We finished a mummy for the lovely Gwen. And I'll add this to... I was going to add the Rick O'Connell one, too, to the Discord on Monday, Gwen. But the flood kind of did the kibosh on that. The sump pump... So, Pimcat, it pumps water... Here, I can draw it out, Pimcat. So, if this is like the finished basement, that's the finished part. Here's a bathroom, and here's a pump that has a hole in it, and then there's French drains around this area, and this is the unfinished part of the basement in here. And so, if water is coming down into the French drain, it should all go to this hole. And then there is a pump that pushes it up out of the hole and outside of the house. But this pump died, and so all the water just overflowed and just like nerfed the carpet and everything. Yeah. Hi, Neuralicia. We're watching Green Planet. How was Green Planet, Neuralicia? Guys, go check out Neuralicia. Legendary science community extraordinaire. Neuroscientist, in fact. We love you, Neuralicia. How are you doing today, ma'am? Yeah, Pimcat. So I went down, and that was like a foot of water in the carpet. So we took up all the water. We did vacuumed the water and did a bunch of like wet vac and changed out the pump and everything. But it was still a pain in the booty. But that's where we stand now. Yeah, because the carpet had the sponge underneath too, Pimcat, which we probably need. And now the doors are waterlogged and the drywall. It's not Gucci, but. All right, chat. So we finished 2 pieces today. We finished The Mummy, and we also finished Sstarlord. Where is Sstarlord? We finished Star Wars Antonia today. 2 pieces today.